It is one of the best times of the fall sports season, section football here in the northwest part of Minnesota. And we got a Section 8AA matchup for you here on this Tuesday night. The Crookston Pirates, the number 3 seed in Section 8AA, ready to host the number 6 seeded Warroad Warriors. Warroad coming into this one 2-6 on the year, winning their first game of the season and their most recent one on the last week of the regular season. As for Crookston, they are 3-5. They did pick up a win last time out on senior night here against Staples Motley. They'll look to continue that success as well. So both these teams coming off of a win. They are familiar with each other. They played a year ago in the opening round of the section tournament. Warroad knocking out the Pirates with a win in that one, 41-18. Crookston will try and get some revenge here this evening and advance to the semifinals on Saturday. We got a lot to get to here on the Riverview Health pregame show. We talked with both coaches. We'll get you those interviews on the way. We'll give you a draft scoreboard update. There is a ton of high school football on the air tonight in the area. Should be a fantastic evening. The weather is a little bit cooler. There's clouds in the sky, but overall, what more could you want on a Tuesday night here in late October? We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll continue the Riverview Health pregame show. You'll hear from Gabe Richards, the head coach of the Warroad Warriors. You'll hear from head coach Nate Lebarski of the Crookston Pirates. All that and more will be coming up as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show here from Crookston between the Pirates and the Warriors. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football here on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Road head coach Gabe Richards. And coach, give me a little bit of a rundown of your team this year, what you've liked, maybe areas you want to see improve.
Too long a break in between wins for us. Got off to a good start against Roseau, rivalry right off the bat, and been kind of floundered against Polk County and then played well against Monoman, and that's been kind of the story of our season is a game up and a game down. We've had way too many errors in between with penalties, stopping our drives at key times, and kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. So we played good physical football with just about everybody. But too many errors that were too costly and allowed other teams that were able to capitalize on it. They're too good competitors to give any kind of advantage to.
So coming into this one tonight, you played Crookston in the section tournament a year ago. You were able to beat them. You got a couple of key pieces back that had big games last year against Crookston. Do you think that maybe gives your team a little bit of confidence knowing that you have beat them before and that maybe you can do it again tonight?
You know, I think anytime that we're playing teams, we all know, the section schedule and the district schedule and how that works. We end up playing a lot of teams that we don't really have any history with. I think in any sport that we're competing and we get to play with, Crookston and Roseau and Thief River and BGMR and those types of teams where we see them in different sports all around the year and the kids know each other and recognize each other. I think for both teams, there's not a lot of an intimidation factor there. We think we can compete with them just as those teams think they can compete with us. It's a normal rivalry and the way things are. So, yeah, we've got some guys returning from last year's game, but again, it's a different season. Things have looked quite a bit different personnel-wise for us. But, we certainly think we're in, and the kids believe that they can win this game, and it's going to be a good one.
How important do you think it's going to be for you to make sure you take care of the football tonight and don't give Crookston any extra opportunities?
Always important. Again, if the ball's in our hands and out of Bowles' hands, that's great. The longer we can do that and sustain our drives down there. Again, we can't afford to give any extra opportunities or benefit to other teams.
I'm sure you're aware, you played against him last year, Ethan Bull. He's had a great year again this year. How important is it to key in on him and maybe make some other guys beat you tonight?
I think that's the formula other teams have tried to use to varying extents. I think that's a key one there. He's a specimen, tremendous running back. The wrestling background, strong. Everybody'd like to have a player like that on their team. And certainly we're going to be focused on him and hopefully force Crookston to do some other things to get a hand up on us.
And we've talked about a lot of different things. Coach, I'll just end it like this. Give me one key on offense tonight to have success, and then also one key on defense if you're going to get a win.
Well, on offense, I think it's sustaining drives, not taking penalties that kill us. So control the ball, sustain drives, keep things going that way. We don't have to get big plays, but get consistent, positive yardage happening. And on defense is bend, don't break. We've been focusing on guys doing their job, not focused on doing anybody else's job. So if guys are assignment sharp and they stay where they're supposed to be and read their keys, we can bend, give up some plays, but not give up the home runs on a regular basis. So
we appreciate the time, Coach. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That was the head coach of the Warroad Warriors, Gabe Richards, joining us here on the pregame show. We'll dive into the matchup later on and throughout the night, so we'll take another break. We don't need to talk any more about this one right now. When we come back, we got a nice long interview with head coach Nate Lebarski. We'll get to that and get you ready for kickoff here between the Pirates and the Warriors. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8AA tournament on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Foston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Drs. Forget, Smith, and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Foston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
To continue the Riverview Health pregame show with Coach Nate Lebarski of the Crookston Pirates. And Coach, section tournament time now, taking on Warroad this evening. As you know, they were a team last year that knocked you out, so maybe a little bit of an opportunity to get back at them. You're playing again on your home field. Overall, a lot of emotions, I'm sure. A lot of just energy is going to be surrounding this game. I'm sure the kids are fired up, ready to go.
Yeah, they're excited to play, no doubt. It's playoff time, so you can't not be, for sure. But I think it's one thing is we have to handle those emotions the right way as well, and come out, play well with a lot of energy, but not let it be too much that it affects our play negatively.
And you look at Warroad, and they bring back a couple guys from last year. It's a pretty good 1-2 punch, especially their main back. So I'm sure a lot of attention defensively for you is going to first and foremost be on making sure you kind of keep those guys in containment.
Yeah, they have a good couple backs for sure, and we need to, just like every other week, we need to be able to stop the run. And the hope is that we make them maybe a more one-dimensional team than they want to be, but it'll be a challenge to stop both of those backs tonight.
And then you look at your side of things. I mean, you've been able to run the ball pretty well all year. You've mentioned wanting to get the pass game involved. I look back last year, your best game passing was actually against Warroad in the section tournament a year ago. So do you think maybe that's something you can repeat tonight? And I'm sure you hopefully want to see a little bit of success that area just to balance things out.
Yeah, we have every week needed to get some guys out of the box because they're looking to stop the run, which we've been successful with that offensively, thankfully, because the pass hasn't been so much. But yeah, I mean, we need to be just much more balanced team going throughout the playoffs here, and it starts tonight.
A lot of seniors here. This will officially be their last home game. Senior night, they weren't sure, but now you get that home game in the playoffs like this. I'm sure they don't want to see it end, and I ask you this, I think I asked you last week even, you kind of start to lean on those guys maybe a little bit more and let them kind of take that ownership on wanting to have success.
Yeah, I think when you start the playoffs, for sure, I mean, when you have a senior class like we do, you do lean on them, and and one of the reasons is that they know that this is playoff time and it's one and done, and they can kind of bring our young guys along. Their emotion is kind of the way our rest of our team kind of rides. So yeah, it's critical that they do in the right way, and our guys will.
It's regardless of if you get the football first or if you're on defense first, getting off to a quick start can be crucial sometimes in these games, and just setting the tone and even getting the guys settled down a little bit. So do you think that's going to be important tonight?
Yeah, I do. I think you hit it right on the head. I mean, maybe settling down in a game like this. It's a playoff game, so and then going out and playing the way you've played, successfully all year long, and you hope that it turns into a game like that where the nerves kind of settle down and you get to start playing the football that you want to play. So.
You had a good showing against Staples to wrap up the regular season. Sounds like practice has gone pretty well the last couple of days. Do you feel like you're hopefully starting to peak when you want to? Because right now is when you want to play your best football.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that as far as knowing what we're doing and scheme-wise and being assignment sharp is going to be critical for us tonight, like it is in every game. But playoff with the heightened energy, coming out, being fundamentally sound on both sides of the football. When we played the last game, we were, and we hope that continues here throughout the playoffs because it's going to be crucial and important.
Special teams always a big part. I mean, whether it's kicking. I mean, last week you had 2 touchdowns, one on a scoop and score on a return, and then Carter Coet was able to break one on a kick return. So is that another area tonight you hope to maybe see some explosion or even just set yourself up with some field position?
I think also with it being the playoffs, those areas of the football game are even more important than a regular season game because you win those battles on special teams. If you can score on special teams, you score on defense. That's just a feather in your hat, and it's helping you win a football game. So yes, they'll be critically important. And anybody that plays on those teams, that sometimes a lot of those guys that play on the special teams maybe don't get a lot of minutes, whether it's offense or defense. But it is crucial that we are fundamentally sound on that side as well.
Offensively, I'm sure you're going to see a pretty big workload for guys like Ethan and Tanner and some of your lead backs, and kind of just trying to establish that run. And as far as I know, they're both ready to go healthy, and I mean, they have been all year, and they've done a great job, so I'm sure you're going to want to lean on them when you can.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job being healthy. We've been really fortunate team-wise to stay healthy this year. And those guys will play a really important role in our games as they have all year long. But it would be really nice to get the ball in some of the other guys' hands, which we did in the Staples game, because we do have some playmakers in other positions as well. So spreading the ball out a little bit will be a good thing for us.
And as always, we'll end our conversation. Give me one key on offense for success, and then one key on the defensive side of the ball as well.
On offense, I think it's an early start, like you said. I think getting settled down on offense, being able to move the football, not going 3 and out will be critical for us, and put a drive together. Scoring at the end of it would be a bonus. Defensively, we need to stop the run. The backs that they have in the backfield are good, and they do a good job of deception. So we need to be fundamentally sound as well there and stop the run.
We appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, Watt.
That was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Nate Lebarski, joining us here on the pregame show as he has each and every week of the 2022 season. We're getting you geared up for the opening kick between the Pirates and the Warriors in this Section 8AA opening round matchup. The Pirates, the 3 seed, the Warriors, the 6 seed. The winner to the semifinals on Saturday to take on Pelican Rapids. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll give you a draft scoreboard update. Plenty of other football games in the area tonight. Tell you everything you need to know. And then we'll have the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups as well. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Sean at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Judy Hulst, Administrator at Villa St. Vincent in the Summit Apartments. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute short stay and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of reflection, please know how very proud Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments are to serve our community.
From early morning to the last thing before bed, light powers your day. And every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. Choose LED bulbs. You'll use 75% less energy, and because they last so long, you may never have to change them again. Whether it's bright light for the bathroom or a soft, warm touch in the family room, LEDs do it all. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED. LED lighting, the smart way to light your life.
Society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
And we'll welcome you back here to Crookston on this Tuesday night. It's time now for a draft scoreboard update as we continue our Riverview Health pregame show. Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston, open 6 days a week, temporarily closed on Mondays. On this Tuesday, the specials: a buy one burger, get $3 off the second burger. That's from 5 to 9 tonight. So if you're maybe going to be on your way out here to watch this one in person, you still probably could get over there, get a nice little deal. Or maybe you're listening, you want some dinner, head on over. They're right across from the Crookston Sports Center on Fisher Avenue. They got their other great menu items as well: appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pasta, and dessert. Takeout catering also offered. Give them a call at 218-281-1183. Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. Let's take a look at our scoreboard update. Derek Martin is, well, I don't know if it's Derek or Caroline, I guess, in studio. One of them's back there tonight, but we'll get score updates throughout the broadcast. We'll have all the final scores on our website, KROXAM.com. In Section 8AA, we mentioned we got this one here for you between the Pirates and the Warriors. The winner will take on the 2-seed Pelican Rapids, who received a bye in the opening round. That'll be on Saturday. And then we got Barnesville, the number 1 seed. They also received a bye. They'll play the winner of Hawley and Frazee, who are playing tonight as well. So that is in Section 8AA. In Class A, in Section 8, it's Foston at Ada Borup West, Red Lake at Red Lake County, Bagley at Polk County West, Monoman Waban. They got the top seed. They got a first-round bye. In 9-man football, in Section 8A, Lake of the Woods is at Kitson County Central, the Northern Freeze at Warren Alvarado Oslo, Stephen Argyle at Winnimac, and BGMR at Goodridge Grigla. And then you go down to Section 6 in 9-man. Fertile Beltrami, they're the top overall seed there. They got a bye with a perfect 8-0 record. LaPorte will be at Nevis, Clearbrook, Gonvick, and Norman County, East Hewlett and Hitterdal, and Park Christian at Black Duck. And then we also have the Section 8, 3A, 4A, 5A on there as well. The Wild are at Montreal here this evening beginning at 6 o'clock. Bemidji State's at UMC in volleyball. And the girls' state tennis tournament going on. We do have 2 final scores on there. Rochester Lords and Providence Academy both advanced to the semifinals, so they'll be competing 2 of 4 teams remaining for a chance at that state championship in Class A. Staples, Motley, and Litchfield, they played this afternoon. We'll try and get a final score for you there on that one here in just a little while. But that is a look at our scoreboard update. It is Derek back in studio. We'll continue to update the scores throughout the evening, hear from him, and we'll pass any information along that we can. It's a busy night. It's a fun night, though, and it is one of the best times of the year, no doubt about that. Team's still warming up, getting ready to go for this one. We'll take another break. And when we come back, we'll have the Knapp Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups, and then we'll have the opening kick between the Pirates and the Warriors here as we get ready for a Section 8AA football game here on KROX. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8AA tournament on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
Exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh has seen patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Welding machine starting lineups here on the Voice of the Valley, KROX in Crookston. For all your automotive needs, stop by Napa Crookston Welding Machine. They have what you need. Make sure your battery will start the first time every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Let's take a look now at our starting lineups this evening. It's the Warroad Warriors and the Crookston Pirates here in a battle of Section 8 AA squads in this opening round. We'll start with the visitors, Warroad, coming into this one 2-6 on the year. They have won 2 matchups against Foston and Roseau, one in week 1, the other just last week. So kind of a long stretch in between with 6 straight losses. Taking a look at their lineup, we'll start on the offensive side of the ball. They'll be led by sophomore quarterback Zach Rose. The running back is number 10, Gabby Boucher. A lot of Pirates fans may remember him from last year at a big game in that section tournament. The wide receivers are Gage Thompson and Cannon Hoffman. The fullback is Ben Norris, and the tight end is number 92, Jackson Heinen, and he's 63 on the program, 92 because he's playing tight end tonight, and he won't be blocking up on the line of scrimmage. There is a lot of youth here besides Boucher, who is a senior. The rest of these guys, I guess Thompson's also a senior at that wide receiver slot, but a lot of youth. Rose is just a sophomore. Norris, the fullback we mentioned, he's a junior. Hoffman's a junior. So there is some younger players at the skill positions for this Warroad team. Up on the line, they'll go like this. The center is number 74. He is also a sophomore. That's Cody Kavarnlov. His brother is also on the line of scrimmage, and he'll be wearing number 56. He's the left guard, Logan Kavarnlov. And then you got the left tackle, number 51, Shanks Stricker. He is a junior. And then you go to the right side of the line of scrimmage. The right guard's number 76, a senior, Landon Thompson. And number 77 is the right tackle, Ivor Hansen. He is a senior, 235, 6-foot offensive lineman. So that is a look at their offense. When you go over to the defensive side of the ball, they play a traditional 4-3-4 defense. Up front, the big guys, all listed as defensive linemen, not defensive tackle, defensive end. They're all just defensive linemen. Number 76, Landon Thompson, who we just mentioned, he'll play both ways. He's on the D-line. Number 74, Cody Kavarnlove, and number 56, Logan Kavarnlove, the brothers. They're both on the D-line as well. And then number 73, Jarrett Jansen. He's a junior. He'll be on the D-line as well. The linebackers are number 51, Shank Stricker, who we mentioned. He's a two-way player. Then they also have number 22, Will Hardwick, he's a junior, and number 21, Ben Norris, who plays both ways. He's also the punter for this team. He rounds out the linebacker core. And then in the secondary, the defensive backs are number 9, Cannon Hoffman, number 14, Gage Thompson, both two-way guys. So they're both the receivers on the offensive side of the ball. They're both the defensive backs on defense. And then the other two that join him in the secondary are going to be number 88, Colden Gustafson. He's a senior. And then the last one on the list here is number 24, Ryan Moan. He is a junior. So that is a look at the Warroad Warriors. Doing the kicking tonight will be number 10, Gabby Boucher, the senior, 6'3", 215-pound running back as well. Certainly a player to keep an eye on this evening. So that is the starting lineup for Warroad. If we flip on over and take a look at the Pirates, they're 3-5 on the year, led by Coach Nate Labarski. They did pick up a win against Staples Motley the last time out. They have 2 section wins this year. That was a big reason they got the 3 seed. They owned the tiebreaker over Frazee and Hawley for their head-to-head victories against them. On the offensive side of the ball, and really, I guess, on the defensive side of the ball, they're not switching much up. The quarterback is the senior, number 4, Jack Doda. The fullback, the senior, number 12, Tanner Geese. And the running back, Ethan Bull, number 38, also a senior, North Dakota commit, is the tailback. The wide receivers, as usual, number 5, senior George Whitman, and number 15, a senior Ryan Abel. The tight ends, the junior Carter Coette. So all the skill position guys, seniors besides Coette at tight end, he is in fact a junior. On the offensive line, the center will be number 70, senior Hunter Knutson. On the right side, it's the right guard, number 53, Leighton Fuentes. He's a senior. He started there on senior night last week, and they thought he did so well, we're going to keep him there. So he'll be starting at right guard again this evening. Joining him at right tackle is going to be Dalton DeLude, number 67. And then on the left side of the line of scrimmage, left guard's Jerem Bailey, senior, number 51. Had the pick 6 last week. The left tackle is number 77, Riley Helgeson. If we flip over to the defensive side of the ball, again, pretty similar as far as what they've been doing all year. The nose guard, number 78, junior Clay Hansen. The defensive tackles, number 70, Hunter Knutson. And the D-ends are number 38, Ethan Bull, and 51, Jerem Bailey. Bull moving back up to the line of scrimmage. He's played a little bit of linebacker this year as well. The linebackers then taking his spot is going to be Leighton Fuentes, and then the other 2, Tanner Geese and Carter Coette, as usual, to round out this 4-3-4. And then on the back end, you got corners, number 2, senior Ethan Bowman, number 88, junior Antonio Romero, and then the safeties, number 17, the free safety, Tegan Lubinsky, and the strong safeties, number 9, Rylan Labarski. Jake Erickson, that is, the junior, will be doing the kicking and the punting this evening, as usual for Crookston, and that is a look at your starting lineups, again brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. So there you go. That is a look at what we can expect here this evening. Again, these two teams met in the opening round of the Section 8AA tournament a year ago, and it was Warroad coming away with the win, ending the Pirates season up in Warroad. Crookston will try and flip the switch here today, get a win, and move on and advance to the semifinals to take on Pelican Rapids. The Warroad Warriors were introduced as a team. They're running through the Pirates lineup right now. We'll have the national anthem and then opening kickoff between the Pirates and the Warriors. We'll take one last break, and when we come back, you'll have Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8AA tournament. This has been the Riverview Health pregame show. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis, golf, volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Boston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Boston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Crookston on this Tuesday night. The national anthem has been sung. We are just about ready for the opening kickoff between the Pirates and the Warriors in this Section 8AA opening round matchup here from the UMC football field. Wyatt Morrell down on the sidelines. Chris Fee once again getting ready to rock and roll. Chris, you've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure you still get excited each and every year, though, for games like these. As he, there we go. You were putting your headset on. I asked the question at the wrong time. But anyways, like I was saying, I mean, there's nothing that beats playoff football, right?
No, it's, well, when you, even as a player, now as a broadcaster, well, for Pirate football since 96, I think 97 was the first year I started doing play-by-play, so a year after I graduated. And but it never gets old because, you know, you can throw out all the cliches, but in a game like this where you get to host a home playoff game, that's always a highlight. And I would say the Pirates very confident coming in. You're in the right side of the bracket. You're not on the same side as Barnesville, so you have to like your chances of getting to be the first team to play in the Fargo Dome in well over a decade.
The Pirates will kick off right to left across your radio dial, wearing their home blue jerseys, gold pants, gold numbers, white trim across those jerseys, and of course they got the blue helmets with the gold C's. Jake Erickson has the ball teed up. It's Murray Marvin Cords along with Gage Thompson back to receive the kick. And here we go. We're underway. The kick is a line drive, bounces at the 30. Thompson fumbles it inside the 20, now runs from to the right to the left across the 20, spins at the 25, and does a nice job bringing it out to the 30 where he's tackled there. And that is where the Warriors will take over as their offense comes out onto the field, led by sophomore quarterback Zach Rose and the senior running back Gabby Boucher, who, if Pirate fans remember, had 2 touchdowns and 140 yards in the section tournament last year against the Pirates. They'll have to do a good job of stopping him tonight.
Well, Boucher, obviously, for any hockey fan, a very familiar name, and that is, I believe, the grandson of Henry Boucher, the great hockey player and former North Star, and also one of the few Native Americans that has played in the NHL.
Warroad not wasting any time. They got 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, and a spread formation. Straight pass to Marvin Cords. He catches it, but all over it and bringing him down, driving him backwards into the ground is Carter Coet. It's a loss on the play. They were all over that one, and a great start for this Crookston defense.
Well, you can't ask for a better start. They played that one right on the money. They were ready for it, and a good pursuit by the Pirate defense.
Cords was a guy a year ago, too, who had a couple of explosive plays. He had over 100 total yards in that game. A guy that is a good athlete all around, good baseball player as well. We listened or watched him play this spring and summer, so you got to keep an eye on him for sure.
A lot of multi-sport athletes for both teams.
So that was a loss of 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 13. Again, they're going left to right here. Shotgun once again for Rose. Pirates showing blitz. Now they back off, rush for it. It's a handoff here on a zone read, and again, wrapping up Boucher and driving him down inside the 25 to the 24. That's a loss on the play. So 2 negative plays, and it's 3rd and long for Warroad.
Well, if you're the Pirates, you can't ask for a better start so far.
Yeah, I mean, they hit the holes well. They are out ready to play aggressive. Coach Lebarski wanted to see a quick start, and 2 plays that have totaled a negative 6 yards, and it's 3rd and 16. They'll have to get to the 40 to convert. Warroad wearing their road white black pants with the yellow stripe down the side. They got the black helmets and the yellow warrior on the side of the helmets. Black numbers, white trim on the jerseys. 2 receivers to the left, or to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap. He's going all the way to throw. Throws it in the flat. It's caught by the tight end, and he's wrapped up. A nice tackle in open space, well short of the line to gain by Ethan Bowman. And it's 4th down, and the Warriors are going to have to punt.
Can you bump my mic up just a bit here? I'm having a hard time hearing myself.
That better for you there?
Yeah, that's good.
2 yards on the play.
So 2 yards on the play, and they'll send in the punt team. Ben Norris will be back to punt. Antonio Romero is back to return.
Well, Crookston, a great start here. 3 great defensive plays, and well, I think that one was for a gain of a yard, but now they got to be careful on the punt.
Oh, they almost blocked it. It's a high kick straight into the air. It's going to bounce at the 39, go across the 40, and they will pick it up there at about the 41. So it's a total of a 17-yard punt, and it's a perfect start if you're Crookston here as they take over in Warroad territory.
Well, the Pirates, right now, that's you're at home. You have a 3-and-out on the defensive end. Now offensively, you have a short field, and what do you think I'm going to say? You got to take advantage of it. You got to take advantage of it. See if you can put, if it's a quick hit for a touchdown or a long sustained drive, whatever it takes. Just march it down and try to score. Obviously, that's the goal of every series, but this would be big if they could start off with a big way.
Ball on the right hash, 2 receivers. Bull is the tailback. They'll try left side with him. He bounces it to the outside, trying to get the edge and tackling him. No, now they get away. He gets to the 35-34, brought down there. It looked like Boucher had him, but Bull was able to pull away and pick up a gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, Boucher tried to grab him up high around the jersey, and as we get colder here, it's a little tougher to grasp those jerseys, and he just wasn't able to hold on, and then his teammates came to help him out and finish Bull off down low.
It's actually a 7-yard gain. He averages 7 per carry this year. He's ran for 1,200 yards and 19 touchdowns. This offense goes how he goes, and 16 of those touchdowns have been in the last 6 games, so he really has been explosive since the first 2 games of the year. Shotgun formation now for the Pirates. Bull slides over behind Doda now. He's got Obel down to his left. Bowman to the right. They'll pitch it to the right side to Bull. Try to get him in space. 35. He's got the corner to the 30. Nice block downfield there by Bowman. He's inside the 25. Ran out of bounds at about the 23. That's a 1st down for Crookston.
Well, just nothing fancy there. A simple pitch and run. And the Pirates moving the ball down the field pretty easily here in the first 2 plays.
Yeah, Warroad goes 3-and-out. Now Crookston in just 2 plays pick up the first down of the football game. They average about 12 a game. Warroad last year in this game had 14 first downs, but you get the sense that Crookston, they're ready to go in this one, and that might not be the case. So 2 receivers to the right, Widman way down to the left near the sideline. Bull is the tailback. They'll slide the fullback Tanner Geese in motion from right to left. Give it to him straight up the gut in between the tackles as he rumbles ahead and eventually is brought down inside the 20. A solid run of about 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Again, you get, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards carry, and the first 3 plays, what are they averaging? About
I got them for 8 yards a carry so far.
So you can't ask for a better start on the ground, and they're just, again, nothing fancy. That was just a run right up the gut, a nice hole by the line, and give credit to the offensive and defensive line so far for Crookston.
Red zone opportunity here for the Pirates. We go under 8 minutes to go in this opening quarter. No score. Shotgun again for Doda. Bull to his right. He'll take the snap. He will fake it. He's rolling to the right. He's got a man in the flat. That's Carter Queck. Catches it at the 15. Tries to make a man miss. Now runs into him. Pulls him to the ground. Oh, and he stepped out of bounds before he ran into the end zone at the 10-yard line. He just shoved the Warroad player to the ground, and that'll set up a 1st and goal after a gain of about 8.
Well, if you have a wrestling program, you like to have those wrestlers on your football team because they're tough, hard-nosed kids, and football and wrestling seem to go hand in hand, and there's a lot of studies that prove that. But Carter Coette, he's just one of those tough, hard-nosed kids. His uncle played at South Dakota State, was a tremendous player, and his dad, of course, was a great player for Crookston as well, and just a nice, hard-nosed play by the junior.
He's the leading receiver on the year. That's his 15th catch, 1st and goal. Under center, they will take the snap, hand it off to Bull. He'll bounce it to the right side. He's looking for the corner inside the 5 and dives ahead into the end zone. Ethan Bull, it took less than 5 minutes for him to find the end zone, and Crookston strikes early and takes the lead.
Well, that's perfect. You get a 3-and-out defensively. Offensively, you get a short field because your defense did its job. You march it right down and had no problems moving the ball down the field, and couldn't ask for a better start here if you're a Pirate fan. Warroad fans, it's still early, and they just got to get things shored up a little bit.
It looks like they'll stay on the field with the offense here and go for 2. Bull is 20th touchdown on the ground this year. Let's see if they give it to him again here on the 2-point conversion, as it is a wildcat formation. He'll take the snap. He'll run straight to the left, go for the corner, and he's in there for the 2. 8-0 Crookston, and a great start for this Crookston Pirate offense. We will take a 30-second break. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8AA tournament here on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
After forcing a 3-and-out, 41 yards down the field, Ethan Bull caps it off with a 10-yard touchdown run, his 20th on the season, and Crookston with an early 8-0 lead. So if you're Warroad, not the start you wanted here on the road, you wanted a quick start, you wanted to keep this game probably pretty low scoring, I would assume, try and run some clock off, but when you go 3-and-out, you certainly can't do that. We'll see how their offense responds here on the second drive of the game. Jake Erickson has it teed up at the 40, kicking right to left. It is Thompson and Cords once again back to receive the kick, standing inside their 20 around the 19-yard line. There's the whistle, and up comes Erickson. He'll boot one high this time to the right side. It drives Cords back. He catches an over-the-shoulder catch inside the 10. He jukes a couple times at the 15, runs to the right, gets a block, gets to the edge, and now eventually is ran down, spun down there by Carter Coette before he could get to the 20. And they'll start inside their 20 at about the 19-yard line. So Carter Coette, he had the nice catch there, but defensively he's made a couple of nice plays early on as well. So you love to see that from the junior in a big moment. He's been one of the leaders all year on this team on the defensive side of the ball. And a quick start for Crookston. So Warroad backed up here. They'll huddle up and get ready to roll. As we got trips down to the right here with Cords in the slot. Rose in the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll go straight up the gut with it and gets across the 20. Was tripped up there by the Pirates. I think that was Leighton Fuentes coming up to make the stop after a gain of a couple. It'll be second down. So for Rose from the quarterback position, his first run of the football game will give him 3. It'll be second down and 7, and there's a positive play on first down as they try to move in the right direction.
Well, right now, Warroad, just as you said, they got a positive play, but looking right now second and long. If they can get a gain of 4 or 5 yards, they would be happy with that, make it third and short, or obviously a first down. They'll take that anytime.
Under 6:50 to go now in this opening quarter. Shotgun formation again. Pirates with 7 in the box. There's the snap, kind of low handled. Here's Boucher running to the left on his own read. Tries to get to the edge, runs into his own guy, and gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Tanner Geese was in pursuit, and that brings up a 3rd down and long now.
Well, the Pirates had good pursuit. You said Tanner was able to make the tackle, but they stretched that play out, and that's when you do that, if everybody does their job, the ball carrier is going to have to keep going farther and farther to the sideline, so that gives more people an opportunity to come over and try to make the tackle.
And Boucher, I'm not trying to knock him, but you could tell he's not as quick as some of these Pirates defenders are either. So you got a feeling he's going to be more of in between the hashes when he runs and has success north to south. 3rd and 7. Shotgun once again. Here's the snap. Pirates blitz 4. They'll look to the right, tries to get away from the rush and does. Now he's going to run for it. He's at the 35. Flag comes in. He stops short at the 27. So he's short of the line to gain by about a yard or two, and I think it's going to be a hold and bring it back anyways.
That's a holding area right at the line of scrimmage.
So you could accept this if you want or decline it and take your chances on 4th and 1. I don't know if Warroad would go for it or not this early in the game. It is a hold. We'll see if Coach Lebarski...
Penalty on the Warriors, holding.
I would say you got to push them back since it's so close. If it was 4th and 3, 4, then...
I tend to agree as well, and it does look like they're marching them back.
Yeah, if it's 4th and 5, you're more likely to decline it and make them punt because they're not going to try to go for it, you would think, at their own, 23, 21 yard line.
Yeah, so they'll back them up 10 yards. It'll be about 3rd and 16. They'll have to get to the 29 to convert. Ball is inside at about the 14-yard line. And for Warroad, another stat I pulled up from the matchup last year, just 1 penalty against them in that game up in Warroad. Well, they've already matched that now with that hold. So they were very clean a year ago in that win over Crookston. See if they go to the air here. 2 receivers. Boucher is the lone setback. Pirates trying to get some pressure, dropping back to pass, just launching it down the field into double coverage, and some contact. No flag coming in, though, as Gage Thompson, the receiver, looking around with his hands in the air saying, why is that not flag? Tegan Lubinsky kind of bumped him. It was more incidental than anything, though. They were both going for the ball, so I tend to agree with the no call there.
And but when Tegan ran into him, that could have very easily, I mean, if they would have thrown the flag, Crookston couldn't have
Correct.
Wouldn't have had much of an argument. So it was one of those 50-50 plays, and rightfully Warroad is upset, and Crookston extremely happy right now.
For Rose, that's his first incompletion on the game. He's now 2 for 3. And Norris is back to punt. Romero to receive at midfield. Norris had just a 17-yard punt his last time, so he's going to probably need to do something more than that. Bull comes around the edge. They ran into him. There's the flag. Romero comes up, lets the ball bounce at the 35. It goes across the 40 to the 43. So now the decision becomes, depending on how many yards this is, it could be an automatic first down if they call this roughing.
Well, that's as a player, you have to know if you're going right up the middle, you're going to either have to dive off to the side or pull up a little early, and that's going to be an automatic first down on the personal foul.
Yeah, so they did call it a roughing personal foul. That is not a running into the kicker. So since it's roughing, it's 15 yards, a free first down for Warroad. And with 5:06 to go, maybe some life for the Warriors now. Otherwise, that would have been 2 straight 3 and outs.
And that's the Pirates can't even argue that first yard because he hit him pretty good.
Yeah.
And even if you are a punter and you do get brushed upon or hit, I mean, he wasn't faking there by any means, but you have to sell it and go down because 10 more yards is always in an automatic first down is always huge.
Crookston commits about 6 penalties a game, and Coach Lebarski has said he wants to find a way to shore that up a little. And not a good start here tonight with that one. So now under center once again is Rose. Boucher is the running back. He's got 2 carries thus far. They'll go with the lead fullback up ahead blocking, and Boucher rumbles ahead and bangs his way to about the 44. It's a gain of about 4 or 5 yards and another positive play on first down.
Well, if you're Warroad, here's your chance. You, as you said, almost had their second straight 3rd and out or 3 and out. Now they get a second life, and on that first play, they get good positive yardage, nice play, and see if they can keep this drive moving now with 4:40 remaining in the first quarter. Crookston leading 8-0.
And you get the sense for Crookston here defensively, you just want to keep them like this at short little plays of 4 to 5 yards at the most. Don't let any big ones, and you'll take your chances. And with the play clock winding down, Warroad didn't have the right play in, so they take a timeout, and we'll take one with them. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX. It's 8-0 Pirates, 4:23 to go in the opening quarter. They lead it over Warroad. Back right after this.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Back here in Crookston, coming off the timeout, 2nd and 6 for Warroad. They motion a man out to the right and a guy into the backfield. Rose is under center, will take the snap. He'll hand it off, and it's Boucher running to the right. Lead blocker ahead, runs over a man at the 38, plows ahead near the 40, and it is where they'll mark him. That's a first down and a gain of 7. His best run thus far, and for the Warriors, their first down of the football game.
Well, Boucher, nice job following his blockers, being patient. Ethan Bowman came up to try to make the tackle. He sort of steamrolled them, and then Carter Coette helped finish it off.
You get the sense, Chris, watching Boucher run, he's got to be the leader tonight for Warroad. He's going to have a big game if they want to have success. So now with a 1st and 10 at their own 40, 3:50 to go in the opening quarter, 8-0 Crookston in front. Winner goes on to play Pelican Rapids on Saturday. The loser season comes to an end. And they'll motion a man out to the left tight end spot. That's Heinen, the tight end. Another man into the backfield. Boucher awaits. There's the snap. They'll give it to Boucher. A decent hole up the middle, but again, the Pirates converge and chop him down at the 42 for a gain of about 2. The linebackers in the secondary, Chris, coming up making some nice plays early.
Well, that's what you like to see. Those guys coming up, filling in those gaps and making the tackle. And every tackle so far, maybe except for the second to last one, I think there's been 4 blue jerseys around making the tackles. So you'd like to see that.
That's why I didn't call a name out, is because there's 4 of them in there. It's kind of hard to see who gets it. Under center again, 2 receivers, cords out to the left. There is the snap and a play fake, rolling out to the right into the flats. Now throwing back across his body, incomplete, looking for Heinen, the tight end. He is a big body down there. You can tell he is definitely a good weapon to throw to, but it was behind him. And again, throwing across your body can be a tough throw, and I think that's what we saw there.
Yeah, what's Heinen? You have him listed at, let's see, well, they don't, was he 62?
Well, he's 63, but he's wearing 92 in this game. Yeah, they have him at 3'10", 6'7".
I am not going to argue that one, because I was going to say he's plenty, not plenty, but quite a bit bigger than I am. So
3rd down and 7. They got to get to midfield to convert. They're going left to right here. Boucher in the backfield. Here's the snap for Rose. They will hand it off. A little bounce cut to the left. And nowhere to go for Boucher. A flag comes in as he's wrapped up again by Carter Coette, Antonio Romero, and Ethan Bull. We'll check the flag, but assuming this is on Warroad, it'll be 4th down, and it is a hold.
I think Hunter Knutson was getting through, and all of a sudden he just got tackled.
And, you could see the Warrior player just laying on top of him. That's never a good sign for the offensive lineman.
So... And it's not a bad sign if you block him down, but he knew he was going to get beat, and either way, Warroad was going to be in trouble.
That's a loss of 4 on the play, and they will send the punt team on yet again. So if you're Crookston here, you got aggressive. You went for the block last time, extended this drive with the roughing call. We'll see if maybe they just drop back here.
And if anybody gets through and tries for the block again, I guarantee they won't run into the kicker. Now they're going to have to call a timeout because Warroad did not have enough guys.
Well, and the clock hit 0, so they got the timeout in just before the delay of game. So we'll take another 30-second break. And we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football here on KROX. And we're back here in Crookston. The Pirates defense holds once again, and Warroad now will send in the punt team. They just used their second timeout in the opening half as well, so the Warriors will be down to 1 remaining. We still have 2:20 to go in the opening quarter. 8-0 Crookston in front. Antonio Romero is back to receive the kick, standing on his own 30-yard line. The Warriors punting from their 40. They'll send the punter Ben Norris onto the field. The junior had a punt for 17 yards the first time he went back to punt in this football game. Crookston's also roughed the punter once. This time they just let him get it away. This is a much better kick. Romero running over to his left. He fields it there on the run at the 30, stumbles across the 35, gets to the 40, cuts back to the middle, and is finally brought down there at the 45. That's a 15-yard return on a 30-yard punt. And Crookston, again, great field position. Nice job by Antonio Romero.
That's all Antonio Romero. What a job as a returner. Very tough. He was sprinting as fast as he could to get over there, and just a great hustle play by Romero.
So Crookston, they started at the Warriors' 41-yard line, went 5 plays, scored on an Ethan Bull touchdown run. Now at their own 45, they don't have to go much farther. Bull had 3 carries last drive for 28 yards. We'll see if he gets a heavy dose of the action once again here this time. It is Dota under center, Geese the fullback, Bull the running back. Warriors got 8 in the box. They'll hand it to Bull running to the left. He's got open space, 45-50, 45-40, cuts it to the outside of the 35, ran out of bounds there, and it was a nice block downfield as well by George Whitman to help him get the extra yards. That's a gain of 20 for Ethan Bull.
And that's tough. Whitman kept his block at least 15 yards, pushing his guy back, and a lot tougher than George made it look, and that cleared the way for Ethan to have a big run.
And you saw the coaching staff release we did on the live stream pointing to him saying, hey, that's you right there, George, giving him that extra 10 yards down the field. So well done there on his part. And now a 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 34. Bull once again the running back, Dota under center, 1:59 to go in this quarter. Pirates trying to extend their lead. It's Geese up the middle, breaking tackles left and right. Jab steps at the 30. He's inside the 25 to the 20. Down to the 18 he goes. Tanner Geese with a gain of 16.
The Pirate offensive line doing a great job creating some holes. The backs are doing a great job of finding those holes and hitting them hard and running hard as well. And the Pirates just continue to get huge chunks of yardage every time.
5 first downs already in the opening quarter. They have averaged over 11 yards per carry thus far in the game. And they are knocking on the doorstep once again. Another red zone opportunity. They're 1 for 1 in the red zone so far today. Dota under center. Do the Warriors have any kind of an answer? Dota takes the snap, pitch play to the right to Bull. He'll bounce it to the outside again. The Warriors are there this time, but Bull outruns Boucher to get a few yards before he's tackled there inside the 15. Looked like he got down to about the 13, and it'll be second down and about 6.
Well, again, the Pirates, when it looks like they don't have anything, they still get 4 or 5 yards on the carry. And a good job by the right side of the line that time, holding their blocks for a while. And Warroad, though, did a pretty good job of stretching that play out.
Yeah, Dalton DeLude and Jaron Bailey, or rather Leighton Fuentes, who's just getting his second start at right guard tonight, did a great job of creating a hole there for Bull. They gave him 5 yards on the play, so second down and 5 now upcoming. Dota under center again. 1 minute to go now in the opening quarter. They do a hard count, and there was movement. Now it's a question of who moved first, and it looks like it will be offsides on the Warriors. So that should be a first down for Crookston. They'll have 1st and goal upcoming. So that's the second flag in the football game now against Warroad. Crookston has won themselves in this opening quarter. And with 1st and goal, if you wanted to here, I just throwing it out there, you're running the ball well. Maybe surprise him, get Jack Dota an opportunity for an easy pass completion, boost his confidence, because they want to have somewhat of a passing game too, Coach Lebarski said. Might be a nice time to just a little surprise, sprinkle something in there. Ethan Bull's in the backfield. It's never a bad option to give it to him either. Dota under center takes the snap. They will run it to the left side. Geese leading the way. He's got the hole inside the 5, trying to stay up. Got brought down at the 1-yard line. And stopping the touchdown there for Warroad on the tackle at the last second was Shanks Stricker. So that brings up a second down and goal from the 1. Give Bull 8 yards there. Now 6 carries, 61 yards in the opening quarter. They don't have to run another play if they don't want to. Or they could run one more right before the clock runs off here.
I would wait until you get down to no seconds left because the wind is going into their face a little, so you can kick off in the second quarter.
That's elite thinking right there, but they snap it, and Dota goes up the middle with the sneak. We've seen this before this year. There's the signal from the far official. Touchdown Pirates with 1 second to go in the opening quarter. 14-0 Crookston.
Well, the Pirates 2 for 2 on offensive drives. Again, a short field, always nice, and nothing fancy, just a quarterback keeper, and Dota just gets across the line with that second effort.
That's his 4th touchdown of the season. Again, like you said, Chris, 2 for 2 when they have possessed the ball here this evening. 14-0. They're going to try and steal another point with a 2-point conversion. We've seen this more and more throughout the season. And it will be Geese, the fullback, Bull, the running back, and Dota under center. They are really just crowding the line of scrimmage. Are the Warriors? They'll hand it to Bull anyways. Right side, nice cutback, and he's in for the end zone. So again, the right side of the line created the crease, and Ethan Bull scampered into the end zone for the score.
Great read and cut by Bull to get in there, basically untouched.
With 1 second to go here in the quarter, we'll just quick keep it here, and then when they switch over, we'll take a break at the end of the opening quarter. But for Crookston up 16-0 now, you really could not have drawn up a better start if you're Coach Labarski.
Well, this is exactly what he was hoping for, to get a quick start, but we saw a quick start in a game a couple weeks ago at Pillager, and that didn't end well. So the Pirates can't be happy with a lead of 16-0. You got to keep your foot on the pedal for the entire 48 minutes.
Yeah, in that game, too, they were inside the 5-yard line of Pillagers. Their first 3 possessions of the game, they scored on 2 of them, and then in the second half, the offense just kind of stalled, and they couldn't stop them, and they let up 22 unanswered. So hopefully not what happens here tonight if you're a Pirates fan. Warroad, though, they'll get the football back here, and they've got Thompson along with it's not going to be Cords this time. They have sent back number 12, Liam Grover, to join him back there to receive the kick. Ball teed up for Erickson at the 40. Again, 1 second to go. This should be the last play of the quarter unless the ball goes out of bounds. Here is the kick. He'll kick it to the right side. Nice high end-over-end kick. Drives Grover inside the 10. He fields it there. Running over to the right. Cuts it back in the middle. If the ball is loose, the Pirates strip it, and it looks like they fell on top of it. Boy, they're going crazy right now. I think Leighton Fuentes caused the fumble, and it's Tanner Geese who jumped on it. Boy, another mistake for Warroad, and that will end the opening quarter. Crookston's going to have a 1st down and 10 in the red zone to start the second quarter. We'll take a break. When we come back. Second quarter on the way, 16-0 Crookston. What an opening quarter of play. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8 AA tournament on KROX.
Warroad, nothing.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Here in Crookston to begin the second quarter. We're being informed it was Ethan Bowman that stripped the return man Grover for the Warriors, and then it was Tanner Geese who fell on it. So it's 1st down and 10 at the Warriors 18 to start this second quarter of play. Really, it could not have gone any better in that first 12 minutes for Crookston. And on the flip side, if you're Warroad, you're thinking, man, how can it get any worse? So now 1st down and 10 for Crookston, going left to right now here. Dota under center, Bowl, the tailback. He's already got 1 touchdown today. We'll see if he can add another. Bowman in motion to the right. He'll get a jet sweep to the left side. He's got blockers in front. Cuts back at the 15. Uses his speed to go straight into the end zone. And it's just like that, 22-0 Crookston. They're running away with this one early.
Well, that's exactly how you answer. You recover the fumble. And it looks like the Pirates going to maybe go for 1. I don't know. Or no, it's just Erickson getting ready to kick off. But,
okay.
But you recover the fumble, a very short field, the shortest one so far, and then you go with a little bit of a different play. Bowman, boy, he showed some pretty good speed there, and got to the outside and goes in.
He had a run for 49 yards against Staples Motley where he showed his speed as well, so he is definitely got that extra gear. Here is the snap to Dota. They'll go to Bull again. He'll go to the left side, and he'll go right into the end zone just like that. 24-0 Pirates.
And the scary thing is here, I don't know if I've seen Ethan Bull read the blocking as well as he has all year as he has tonight so far.
He looks good. The entire offensive line looks good. Again, it has been just about a perfect start to this game for Crookston. Going back to that touchdown run for Ethan Bowman there, that is just his third carry of the season. He's now got 79 yards on the ground, which if you do the math there, that's about 26 yards a carry, and now he's added a touchdown as well. Pretty good numbers with that small sample size, so those jet sweeps, definitely a nice little mix-in for this Crookston offense. They will get ready to kick it away, leading 24-0 after the latest touchdown. And if you're Warroad, we'll see what they do here on the return. Again, it was Grover back there that fumbled this last one. We'll see if they put Cords back in there now. I know Thompson for sure is heading back to receive the kick as he has all night. And it looks like they are going to put Grover back out there with them yet again to receive this kick. They'll stand on about their 10-yard line. They're going with the wind. We've seen Erickson boot it for touchbacks before this year when he's had a nice wind behind him. See if he goes for it again here. He'll approach the ball and will kick it high and away to the right side. Grover's going to let it bounce inside the 10. It goes near the corner and, takes a bad bounce out of bounds before it reached the pylon. And that will give the Warriors good field position.
It went out at the 1. It looked like it was just going to curl inside. At the last second, took a hop off to the right-hand side. And a tough break there for the Pirates. That was almost a perfect kick by Erickson.
Well, if you are Warroad, this is going to be the best field position you have had in this football game now. See if they can take advantage of it. They've got just one first down in this game. And as far as offense goes, looking at the numbers here as we get ready for this drive, they have a couple yards through the air and just a couple on the ground as well. So it has not been a great offensive performance early on. Boucher is the running back. He has gotten 6 touches already in this game. Rose is under center. 2 receivers on the play. They'll go straight up the gut. Nice hole for Norris. He got tripped up at the 40. Otherwise, that would have been a nice big play. And I think it was Tanner Geese that was able to trip him up. It's a gain of 5, and it'll set up 2nd and 5.
I like the quick hitter there by Warroad. Right now you have not much to lose. 24-0 you trail, but still a ton of time left. You have 3 quarters. So you can, if you can recover and answer here, that'd be a great recovery for Warroad. And it looks like a trainer is going to be going over to the Warroad sidelines.
We'll have to see what that's about as they'll go right up the middle to Norris again. Flag comes in from the back judge. It's a gain of about 3. He was stopped short of the line to gain. And we'll wait for the call now.
Chop block.
Chop block. Is that 15 or just 10?
I believe that's that might be 10.
I don't think we've seen a chop block yet this year.
We've seen one outside of the tackles.
Okay. So we'll wait to see how far they're going to back him up. This is a no-brainer for Coach Lebarski to accept this and put him in 2nd and long rather than 3rd and short. It's the 3rd penalty of the football game for Warroad. We'll see if it's 10 or 15. Either way, they're going to have some work to make up. They have hurt themselves. They've gotten some good plays, but then they just go backwards, and they're marking them off a full 15. So that's a killer there, and that really can stall out a drive.
Yeah, and too bad after that nice first quick hitter up the middle. They got a nice gain and then hurt themselves. But that has a lot to do with how well the Pirate defensive line is playing because they're putting so much pressure on. There's nothing else the blocker could do except for just try to take them down any way possible.
They got 5 guys down in position right now to attack the ball carrier. It's Boucher. He'll run up in between the hashes, and Geese meets him there before he could get to the 30. A gain of 4 for Boucher, and it's going to set up a 3rd down and 16.
And without the penalty, all of a sudden they're 3rd and short.
So just like that, that's how quick it can turn. They've not done themselves any favors in this game so far. 10:40 to go, 2nd quarter, 24-0. Crookston in front. And the winner, again, we've mentioned it, we'll continue to say it. They're going to move on, play Pelican Rapids Saturday. The loser season comes to an end.
That's kind of nice, I would say, for either of these teams. They know who they're going to be playing if they win. And So I'm sure they've already maybe done a little preparing, at least the coaching staff has, for both.
Rose takes the snap. He's back to pass, launching it to the right side over the head of his intended target. Diving, trying to make the interception was Romero. He could not, and that's going to set up a 4th down, and the Warriors are going to have no choice here, I would assume, but to punt.
And from my playing days, I always preferred, I don't know if we had buys back then, but I always preferred playing on the first round to get that first game in, and I would assume most players would. But having a week and a half off, sure, you might be able to heal up some injuries, but at the same time, you're going to be a little rusty if you got that first round bye.
Norris claps his hand, takes the snap. Here is the punt as he gets a nice right-footed kick into it. Romero comes up, fields in near midfield. He's got space down the right side, 45, cuts back to the 40, hit from behind inside the 40 at about the 38. That's a 15-yard return on a 24-yard punt, and the Pirates, for the 3rd time tonight, are going to start in Warroad territory.
And it's easy for your offense to look pretty good as far as scoring goes when they've started each time in Warroad territory, correct?
They did start at their own 45 one time, but otherwise, yeah, they've been inside Warroad territory the other times.
Yeah, when the longest drive has been 55 yards, things are going to be pretty good usually.
They have just 116 yards of offense, and since you have 3 touchdowns, that's not a lot. That just shows you how good they have had it here with field position. And wow, they read that play, and Bull is rained down inside his own 40-yard line. That's a loss of 2. And boy, reading that play and coming right up the middle for Warroad, they've seen enough. That was 51, Shank Stricker with the tackle for a loss.
Well, they filled the holes nicely, did the linebackers, and they came in right where their linemen weren't and made a nice play for a loss of a couple of yards. First loss for the Pirates this game.
That is correct, and Stricker, we've called his name a couple times now for Warroad defensively. He's done a nice job. He is their leading tackler so far this evening. They'll send Abel out to the left, Bowman to the right. Shotgun here for Dota, 2nd down and 12. They got to get to the Warroad 28. Here is the snap. He'll drop back to pass, looking for the swing pass out to Tanner Geese. He catches it in stride, 35, 30, cuts back to the middle, makes a man miss, 25. He's at the 20, makes another man miss. He's at the 15. He's going to the pylon to the 10, and he stopped there and finally brought down. What a run by Tanner Geese. He had about 30 yards after the catch there, and the Pirates will have a 1st down.
And it all started with a perfect throw by Dota. He threw it right on the money in stride. All Geese had to do is catch it and just kept those legs moving. But what a perfect throw by Dota.
Yeah, one of the better ones we've seen. We saw them score. His only touchdown pass on the year came on a play very similar where they swing that out to Geese, and he just lets him roll and kind of run and do the rest. That's a gain of 30. The quarterback comparison, Dota now 2 for 2 for 38 yards. Rose is 2 for 5 for -2 yards in this game. They come to the line. It looks like they could get a 1st down just inside the 1. Here's the run to Geese inside the 10, maybe a couple, and it'll set up 2nd down now and about 8. Again, they have about, what, it looks like a yard maybe, Chris, they can work with before the end zone there?
I would say it's just inside the 1,
So more than likely, they're going to either get a touchdown or get stopped. I mean, you could get a 1st down, I suppose, but pretty rare that would happen. So for Geese, that was just his 3rd carry of the football game. He's got 25 yards on the ground to go along with that 30-yard reception. And it is these big guys that they've leaned on all year. Ethan Bull, Tanner Geese doing the majority of the work here this evening.
Well, you go with your horses used all season long.
They have 8 first downs in the football game. Complete domination here tonight. 2 receivers on the play. Dota hands it off to Bull to the left side, runs right into the Warriors defense, and he's brought back. That's another loss on the play. Maybe got back to line of scrimmage. So Warroad really starting to key in on Bull, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I might have jinxed him there because he was reading his holes and cut so well. And that time, all he had to do was cut just a second earlier, and he would have had a nice hole, but tried to carry it on too long.
Yeah, there's no question he ran right into the Warrior defender there on that one. But now 3rd down, this could be another opportunity. Dota's been throwing the ball well today. Maybe they'll put it back in his hands and let him make a play here. They're at the 9-yard line, 3rd down and 8. They come to the line here. We've got 7:30 to go until half. Under centers, Dota takes the snap. They'll hand it off to Bull. Right side, cuts back to the middle, and just like that, he scampers into the end zone. Boy, he read the hole well there. His 2nd touchdown of the day, and it is 30-0 as a Warroad player staying down on the backside of the play.
Well, he read his cut perfect that time.
He must have heard you. I don't know. That
calling
was
him out. I don't want to be on his bad side.
That was kind of remarkable. He read that beautifully, cut back, and now the Warroad player is up, so that's good to see. We'll continue to move on. 30-0. It's the second touchdown of the day for Bull, 21 on the year, and this time they'll send Erickson out, and he'll try the PAT.
Yeah, in case you're just joining us, the Pirates obviously have dominated, leading 30-0 with 7:23 left in the first half.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns for Bull, 1 for Dota, 1 for Bowman. All 4 possessions have resulted in touchdowns. Erickson on to attempt the PAT. Dota holds. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 31-0 Crookston. 7:23 to go until half. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll come back with more. It's all Pirates in this Section 8 AA matchup. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX. An unbelievable start to this game as Warroad sends their team onto the field, looking at some score updates that we can provide for you up to this point. Let's see here. It was Red Lake County up on Red Lake 26-0. Adaborp West up on Foston 12-0. Polk County West up on Bagley 15-0. So those are just some of the area scores. There's a ton of action going on tonight. We'll continue to update you throughout the broadcast, of course, at the halftime show and in the postgame show as well. And we'll have all the final scores up on our website, KROXAM.com. Erickson approaches the ball, kicking from his 40, sends it away. This one more of a higher kick in the air. Running over is Grover. It bounces at the 19, fields it at the 15, cuts back at the 20 to the right, and he's met there by a couple of Pirates drop down at the 24, and that's where they will take over with 7:17 to go in this second quarter of play. So Crookston, defensively, as much praise as we've been giving the offense tonight, they have held Warroad to just 1 first down and a total of 16 offensive yards in this football game on 14 plays. Warroad's getting just over a yard per play tonight, and Crookston, they're really sending a message here tonight to the rest of the teams in the section that they mean business. This is the best I've seen them look all season long. So far, it's been a very complete game. So the Warriors will come to the line of scrimmage, kind of a tight formation with a couple of receivers to the left. Rose is in the shotgun. Whoa, Lane Fuentes runs onto the field late. So they only had 10 guys out there, but now they get him out there. Snap is fumbled. It's loose. The Pirates try to dive on it, but it looks like Rose got it back. I'm not sure if it just hit his leg, if it was low.
Right off his shin.
Oh, he wasn't, so maybe he wasn't ready for it. I couldn't tell. And they'll only lose a yard off of it. They avoid disaster. They've already turned it over once. That is the last thing they need right now.
Yeah, that was a pretty good rocket, though. The center, he had some good velocity on it, and I think it just might have come quicker than he was anticipating.
They'll set up 2nd and 11 at the 24. Warroad in no hurry will huddle up. 6:44 to go until half. They have 1 timeout remaining. Crookston's got all 3 there, so a lot can still happen until we hit the halftime break. As they come to the line, shotgun formation for Rose again. Boucher to his left, Norris to his right. 2 receivers out to the right as well. Here comes the snap. That one's a little bit better. Boucher runs to the right on a zone read. Got hit there and brought down by Ethan Bowl across the 25 to maybe the 27. A gain of 3 on the 8th carry of the night for Boucher, and it sets up another 3rd down. They have yet to convert a 3rd down in this football game. And like I said, they have just 1 first down so far tonight.
Well, it makes it so hard for the offense when you're going 3 and out, and then you have the short field for the defense. The Warriors just can't get ahead right now.
Yeah, they've committed penalties. They've had negative plays. Then Crookston gets great field position. I mean, it's been an uphill climb the entire first half. They've got 12 seconds to get this snap off. They just break the huddle now, so they're going to have to go quick here. 8 seconds as they come to the line. Pirates getting set up themselves. 4 seconds. Now they get set. Rose sends Boucher over to his left. 1 second, and there comes the timeout.
Third timeout?
Yeah, they're out of timeouts now, the remainder of this opening half. 5:34 to go. Quick 30-second break. It'll be a 3rd and 8 when we come back. Crookston leading 31-0 over Warroad. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8 AA tournament on KROX. back here in Crookston as we get ready for this 3rd down and 8, 5:34 to go until the halftime. Warroad now out of timeouts, 31-0 Crookston. And Chris, you would know better than me. Is this the best you've seen a Pirate football team look in the section tournament in a long time?
I would say, well, this is, I would say they actually played better in Barnesville. That game, I'll let you go there.
As they hand off a 3rd down and 8, play a sweep here, and he's going to be stopped well short of the line to gain at the 31. The Pirates converge 4th down, and more than likely a punt coming once again for Warroad.
In the first half against Barnesville this season, I thought the Pirates probably played better, not on the offensive end, but as far as defense goes, the defense has just been stout. But all around, I would probably say since the first round game when Crookston had Cade Salentine and they went and lost to Barnesville in the semifinals.
And that was, what, a good 5 years ago or
Yeah,
so
they were
now?
7-2, I believe, that year.
They're going to go for this on 4th down and 5. There's the snap. It's bobbled. The ball's loose. Crookston picks it up. It's a scoop and score for Ethan Bohl all the way to the end zone. So not only can he run in touchdowns, he can do it on the defensive side of the ball well as the Pirates dance in the end zone, 37-0.
Well, it couldn't have been a better situation at all. The ball went off of the Warroad player, was right on the ground. Ethan Bohl was running even with the ball, just bent over, scooped it up, and grabbed it, and gets the big another defensive score for the Pirates. What is that, 2 weeks in a row now?
Yeah, they've had 2 defensive touchdowns now in the past 2 weeks. Erickson on to attempt the PAT. They had a couple of kick special teams touchdowns a week ago as well, so they're really starting to do everything right at the right time. This is when you want to have that kind of stuff happen. So
I would say we'll find out maybe as the postseason goes along, but that Pillager game might have been a good game for the Pirates.
A little bit of a wake-up call for him. So now Erickson ready to attempt the PAT, try and make this 38-0. Snap good, spot down. The right-footed kick is up, and he angles it to the left and just wide. So that makes it a 37-0 game for 48 to go here until the halftime break. Well, if you're Warroad in this spot, Chris, I mean, you got to find a way to produce some offense. I guess I don't know. Where do you turn to? Do you just try to simplify the best you can at this point to try and move the football?
Well, basically, like the Pirate offense against Barnesville earlier this year, you just try to get anything positive you can, and you might have to. If I'm Warroad, I don't know how good their passing game is. Obviously not very good if they haven't gone with it or they're just not comfortable doing it. They're going to have to pass the ball. And Crookston struggled all season on the pass defense. So that's what I would do if I was Warroad. I'd be airing it out now because, like we said earlier, what do you have to lose at this point?
Rose in the game 2 for 5. He's actually got -2 yards because it was on the first drive. He completed both passes and they went backwards. So I have not seen him really throw the ball down the field yet tonight.
But at the same time, you also have to have time for your quarterback to throw the ball. And I don't know if they've felt comfortable doing that, but at some point they're going to have to start passing the ball deep.
So 37-0, 4:48 to go. I don't think anybody quite anticipated this. I mean, Crookston, you knew that when they play their best, they can be tough. But my goodness, if they looked impressive here tonight, Warroad not really sure what has hit them. As Erickson will kick this one away. Nice high kick to the right as he tries to drive the Warroad returner back. Grover fields it inside the 5, comes across the 10 to the right side at the 15. He tries to cut back, but Crookston again bullies their way down there. Great kick coverage, and they're stopped inside their 20 at about the 19-yard line, so they'll be backed up again here.
Boy, he can boot the ball, and I mean, there's a wind, but I would say, you know, I can barely feel it down here, but the wind's, the flag's whipping pretty good, so maybe 10 miles an hour, but yeah, he got that one and right at about the 2-yard line or so, kicked it all the way down in the air. Pretty impressive kick. It's a nice weapon, too.
Erickson, and not only that, we haven't seen him tonight, but when he punts, too, he can really flip a field. We've seen that this year as well, so certainly nice to have.
Well, when you get to the playoffs, that kickoff is going to be such an important play, and the deeper you can kick it and have them start deeper in their own territory, that's obviously better.
Warroad's first play of this drive with 2 receivers right, one to the left is a pass, so you called it, Chris. They swing it out to Cords. He catches it. Now, did he flip that backwards to the tight end? How about that? A little hook and ladder. and they get a couple more yards off of it, so they're pulling out the trick plays now. It's a gain of 4.
I like it, and that's exactly what you have to do if you're Warroad. Try to get something going, get some excitement, and see if you can build. Still a lot of time. Granted, 37-0, it's not insurmountable, but if Warroad's going to do anything here to come back to win this game, they're going to have to start here at the end of the half.
Give credit to Crookston there, too, Chris, for staying disciplined, not falling for anything there. They stayed to their assignments on that play. So now Rose 3 for 6. Play distribution, they've ran the ball 13 times. They've thrown it 6 in this half as we go under 4 minutes to go here until halftime. There's the snap, just a straight QB draw up the middle. Big hole. They're out across the 35. Makes a man miss 40. 45. Bowman runs him down near midfield finally. That is the biggest play of the day from scrimmage. The quarterback keep for Rose gets him 26.
Oh, nothing fancy. Just right up the middle. Had a huge opening right off the right of the center and broke a couple tackles as well to get even more yardage.
He is now their leading rusher. That is the longest play of the day for Warroad's offense. He gets 26 yards, ball exactly on midfield. It's just the second first down of the football game for Warroad as well.
Well, this is exactly what Warroad needed. They're getting 2 positive plays, a big run there, get into Pirate territory, keep this drive going, and who knows what can happen in the second half.
And they've not been in Crookston territory yet tonight. I guess technically not officially there as the ball is right on midfield. Here's the snap. Boucher, slow developing play, and Crookston wrangles him down. It was Ethan Bull yet again, a loss of 3, and that just took too long to develop.
And then he runs right into Bull, and that's the last guy you want to run into. And Ethan just grabbed him, hog-tied him, and threw him down. And that is a loss of 3 or 4 there.
Yeah, so Bull, a couple of tackles for a loss, a scoop and score. He's got a couple of rushing touchdowns. It's been a great performance for him. I mean, you could say anybody on this team right now, though, and they're probably playing a heck of a football game. It's just been that kind of night for Crookston. 2:42 to go here until half. That clock continues to roll down. Warroad doesn't have any timeouts. Shotgun snap, play action. Now a little draw to the right, a run all the way. Back across midfield into Crookston territory. Spinning his rows, and he fights his way down. Ball came out late. Are they going to say he was down, or is that ball loose?
I think they're saying he's... No, he wasn't
give
down.
it to the Pirates, and it was on the far side of the field, so I never saw who came up with the football. But the Pirates are going to get the football back. Rose trying to fight for extra yardage, coughed it up, and it's their second turnover, rather third turnover of the football game. So we will see if we can figure out who scooped that one up, but either way, it's a...
Just asked Antonio Romero. He said it was Tanner that recovered the ball.
There you go. So Tanner in on a big play yet again. That sets up a first down for Crookston. Yet again, great field position at their 46-yard line. And what will they do on first down? Plenty of time to work with as they have all 3 of their timeouts to go on a nice 2-minute drive. Dota will roll out on the play action. He's got a man open in the flat, slings it to him behind him, though incomplete. Coet was wide open, had some space to run, but they just weren't on the same page.
I love watching Carter. He wears his emotions on his sleeves, and he just sort of brought his hands forward like, over here. But he still almost caught that. He got his palm on the ball going backwards. And if you would have hauled that in, that you just know everything is going Crookston's way at that time, because that would have been an unbelievable catch.
Yeah, no question about that. And like you said, if he could have hit him in stride, it would have been another nice gain. So just a little bit of a misfire. 2:22 to go now. 2nd and 10 back under center. That traditional formation they like to run. They'll hand it off this time. Bouncing it again is Bull. He's going to make a man miss at the 50. He's got the sideline. 45, 40, foot race, 35. Stops, stutters, stays in bounds. Stiff arms a man, and he's in. Ethan Bull says, hop on my back, boys. We're heading to Pelican Rapids on Saturday as he runs that one 54 yards for his 3rd touchdown. It's 43-0 Crookston.
Well, there's not many teams, and I guarantee Warroad, with their schedule they have played, has not seen a player like Ethan Bull, and that was evident there on that play. He just used his speed to get to the outside and then just sheer muscle the rest of the way.
9 carries, 127 yards, 3 scores for Ethan Bull. He's got a scoop and score, a couple of 2-point conversions. Erickson's on to attempt the PAT with 2:08 to go. Jaron Bailey runs out there late to get set. They still got plenty of time to snap it, though, so no need to rush. Erickson's knocked a PAT through. Oh, low snap, and it was gathered. The kick is no good. I tell you, that just was off from the start. They couldn't get the hold down, and that affected the kick there.
Jake had to stutter step, and it's not a bad move in basketball, but you don't want your kicker doing that in football.
We want this football season to last as long as possible. We'll wait for that move on the basketball
court. We're not worried about the winter sports, at least for another month.
Let's let this ride continue as long as possible. So 43-0, 2:08 to go. And Warroad, after another turnover, it leads to another Pirates touchdown. And, Chris, every time they've touched the ball, they've scored a touchdown. They have really been unstoppable on the offensive side of the ball tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
It is. It's remarkable.
I predicted Crookston would win, but 2-3 touchdowns. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if they were down by 2 or 3 touchdowns, just the way the season ended in the last 2 weeks. But Crookston, they come ready to play, and like I said, that second half against Pillager, they lost. It didn't hurt them at all because they ended up getting the 3 seed still because of the new tiebreaker, which the Pirates are the first Pirate team in history to actually get lucky in the QRF.
Yeah.
Pirate Football 2022. We got lucky in the QRF for the first time in school history, but so they get that tiebreaker. If it would have been last year, Crookston would have been the 4 seed, still hosting a home playoff game, but they probably would have had to play Hawley then, which I wouldn't want to play them either.
Hopefully a sign of things to come. Kick another nice one to the 5. Grover across the 20, running as hard as he can across the 25, and he stopped there, tackled and pushed out of bounds at about the 26 as the Pirates really finished that play off.
But Crookston, they can do no wrong here. It's just, it's unbelievable. And I think after the first couple scores for the Pirates and how they had the short field and got up early by 3 scores, 24-0. For a team, it's really tough, especially when Crookston keeps coming at you, and then you turn the ball over a couple times, and Warroad, they feel like nothing's going their way, and that's because nothing is going their way.
Well, and it's such an uphill climb now at this point, too, to mentally overcome the start that you've had, and it's just kind of snowballed on them. So with 2 minutes left to go, no timeouts, we'll see if they can put a drive together trailing 43-0. A couple man in motion here. The Rose takes the snap. They will play fake, roll out to the right, look into the flats to Norris. He's got it. Geese will make the tackle there across the 30 at about the, we'll say, 34-yard line. It's a gain of about 7.
And Warroad is, I don't want to say shortchanged because they play Menominee. They play Red Lake County, who are the top 2 teams in 8A. But Crookston, they just play such a tough schedule. Well, maybe the only team that didn't give them a game was Staples Motley, but Crookston sort of the same thing, played the same way as this game.
Norris did get out of bounds on that catch, so it stopped the clock at 1:52. 2nd down and 3, his first catch of the football game. Rose now 4 for 7 for 10 yards through the air. He'll take the snap. They will hand it off straight up the gut. Boucher running hard, has the first down. Hansen rallies him to the ground across the 40 at about the 42. It's a gain of 8, his best run of the night, and that's a first down.
So the Warriors, with 1:46 remaining, the clock stops while they set up the first down marker. But
gotta go quick.
Yeah, 1:43 remaining now. Crookston leading 43-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's just been a remarkable performance. We'll go over all the stats at the halftime break, but you can't believe some of the numbers Crookston have put up here in this opening half. 1:30 to go as the clock rolls on. Here's the snap, straight drop the middle to Norris, and wrapping him up and bringing him down there. A couple of Pirates again in on the tackle. I think Jaron Bailey will get credit for that one. That's a gain of 1 for Norris. 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to roll. So they're not showing a ton of hustle here with 1:10 to go and counting. They still got a long ways to go.
Well, in defense of Warroad here, the way they've turned the ball over a couple times, you probably don't want to run too many more plays.
That's true. Maybe just try and get this to half. Crookston has all their timeouts. I doubt we see them use any here. 55 seconds now. Under center again is Rose. Takes it. They will play fake, roll to the right. Another throw into the flats to Heinen. It's over his head, off his hands, incomplete. Carter Coet almost had it, and then he ran into Antonio Romero after the play, but they're both okay. That was a hard collision.
Antonio disappointed because I think he thought he was going to get that, and all of a sudden he gets taken out by his own teammate.
But, a little friendly fire there.
Yeah, so the Pirates getting after it, as you would expect. There's no give up here, and
Yeah, and they now in the 3rd and 9 for Warroad. Again, like I said, they have all their timeouts. If they wanted to use one, they could now because the clock stopped after that incompletion. They got to get a stop first, though. Rose under center takes the snap, and they will run this one to Boucher to the left side. Tries to get around Coet, but he tackles him, and Bull came from behind to get him at the 46, and that brings up a 4th down, and it looks like the clock will continue to roll, which means that could end the half if they want it to.
See, this is where a lot of opposing coaches went like me. At playoff time, first half, that's open game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You run it up as much as you can in the first half, much like the first period of hockey or the first half of basketball. Second half, third quarter, you put your starters in for a while, and when you're leading by this much, and then you take them out.
Chris, I'll take it a step farther. I'll say that's free game in any game, regular season or playoff time. If it's in the first half, I don't see anything wrong. You got to work on stuff as well. So
yeah, regular season, you try to get some other guys in and to do that as the half progresses. But yeah, and there's no right or wrong on that as long as you're not doing it late in the fourth quarter.
That is the halftime, though. 43-0 Crookston in front. Lots to get to and go over. What a dominating half for Crookston. But before we take a break, we'll send it down to Chris. He's joined with the coach of the Pirates, Nate Lebarski.
Coach, you can't find anything negative in this first half, can you? If you do, I'm out of here.
No, we played a real good half of football, and really, really proud of our guys, the way they came out from the start of this game. You never know, right? Playoff football, but we came out well and we played a really good first half.
You came out offensively, executed very well. The offensive line doing a great job. Your backs, everybody doing a great job. Your wide receivers blocking defensively. Line again plays tough. Your backers and defensive backs playing almost perfect football, and special teams not bad. Overall, just everybody's executing like you want them to.
Yeah, the only thing we did is rough the punter one time. So, but that's an aggressive play. We weren't even going for a block there, so maybe a little mistake on our part there. But for the most part, you're right. You hit it right on the head. Guys are, and we're getting guys rotated in there, and they're playing some spots for the first time. Clay Hansen on the offensive side of the ball is a tremendous block, and guys are playing well, playing hard.
Well, you can't, as you said, it's an aggressive play. You get through, and all of a sudden you don't know what to do because you got through so quick, and so you can't blame them for that. But at the same time, that's why you were leading like you are at halftime, because of your aggressiveness.
Yeah, our aggressiveness, and we were able to keep our head. We haven't had undisciplined penalties, which has kind of plagued us, in a couple games prior to the last game we played. But we've played smart football, and we played really quality football.
Does the Pillager second half come up at halftime here, or do you not even talk about that? And what do you do for the second half?
I don't know if we'll talk about the Pillager second half, but one of our team goals that we have not gotten this year is hold them under 13 points on defense, and I know that's still out there. So we're gonna hit that pretty hard.
What do you do here in the second half? Obviously, come out strong in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's playoff time. It's playoff football. It's a little different than the regular season. I think we need to work on things, and this will give us an opportunity to work on some things that we need to.
Do you work on too much just in case you hold on and play again Saturday?
I don't know if we'll work on too much, but yeah.
You'll work on certain things.
Correct. That's right.
Coach, thanks for talking with us. Great first half. Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Back to you, Wyatt.
Appreciate it, Chris. There's a lot I'd like to chime in on and say that he mentioned there, but we got to go to break. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll go over the stats, a draft scoreboard update, and get you ready for the second half. Crookston all over Warroad, 43-0 at the halftime break. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8AA tournament on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
To Crookston on this Tuesday night. All Pirates 43-0 all over the Warroad Warriors after one half of play. Let's take a look at our opening half stats here for you. We'll start with the visitors, the Warriors. They ran 27 plays, just 3 first downs. They had 10 passing yards, 62 on the ground for a total of 72, and they committed 3 penalties for 30 yards. Individually, they were 4 of 8 through the air for 10 yards, all by Zach Rose. On the ground, Gabby Boucher had 11 carries for 21 yards. It was actually Rose, though, that led the way with 5 carries for 32 yards. Ben Norris, 2 for 6, and Marvin Cords had the 1 jet sweep for 3 yards. They did cough it up 3 times for 3 turnovers. One of them a scoop and score for Crookston, and it's just been an uphill climb for Warroad right from the get-go here this evening. Through the air, the receivers, Ben Norris, 1 catch for 7, Marvin Cords, 2 for 2 yards, and Danielle Hammer had 1 catch for a yard as well. Taking a look at the Pirates individually in this football game, they had 38, actually we'll start with their team stats, 38 passing yards, 171 on the ground, 209 total yards on just 17 plays. They had 10 first downs. They committed 2 penalties for 30 yards. And now individually, it was Jack Dota, 2 for 3 for 38 yards. His receivers were Carter Coette, the leading receiver on the Pirates team this year. He had a catch for 8 yards. Tanner Geese had a catch for 30 yards. And then on the ground, Ethan Bull, the hat trick in the opening half with 9 carries for 127 yards, 3 scores. It was Tanner Geese with just 3 carries, but 25 yards. And then Jack Dota, a carry for a yard and a touchdown. Ethan Bowman, a carry for an 18-yard score. So 5 touchdowns on the ground, the scoop and score by Bull, and there you go. You get 43 points with a couple of 2-point conversions mixed in between. All Crookston in that opening half. Going over the scoring summary, Ethan Bull, a 10-yard score with 7:33 to go in the opening quarter, and then the 2-point conversion, that made it 8-0. They answered back just before the end of the opening quarter with another touchdown run, this one by Jack Dota on the QB sneak. Bull would run in the 2-point try, make it 16-0, and then in the second quarter, they broke it open, and they went wild. A score right away on a Ethan Bowman 18-yard touchdown run. That was set up after the kick return fumble by Warroad. That made it 24-0 after the 2-point conversion. And then a 9-yard touchdown run for Ethan Bull. Erickson had the PAT. That made it 31-0. And then Ethan Bull with the scoop and score defensively with 4:48 to go until half. And then they added one more with that 54-yard touchdown run for Ethan Bull. His longest touchdown run, I believe, on the year, if not one of the longest, and that made it a 43-0 game. So that's where we're at now. Pirates will try and put the finishing touches on this one in the second half. The winner will take on Pelican Rapids on Saturday in the Class AA semifinals. So that is a look at your opening half stats. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll do a draft scoreboard update, and we'll get you ready for the second half kickoff here on on KROX. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on the Voice of the Valley.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
Softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis, golf, volleyball,
Crap shooting,
hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir, visual arts,
Speech.
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Indiana State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Foston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Foston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
KROX and the KROX live stream. If you are listening on the radio this evening, want to watch the action, go to KROXAM.com or search KROX Radio on YouTube. You can find it there. Also, before we send it down to Chris for a draft scoreboard update, should mention we've been informed the third quarter today will be 8 minutes of stop time, and then the fourth quarter will be 12 minutes of running time. Both coaches agreed to that during the halftime break. So just an 8-minute third quarter, and then 12 minutes they'll run the clock in the fourth quarter. So with that being said, Chris, I'll send it down to you for a draft scoreboard update.
Oh, thank you, Wyatt. And I think that's the first time ever Crookston's been in that situation, winning or losing.
2022 football.
That's crazy. But that has been something that has changed more so during and after COVID. So it's not a bad thing. Warroad gets to get home a little earlier and hopefully keep everybody healthy. That's the key. For both teams, because as we said, a lot of multi-sport athletes on both these teams, whether it's the hard court, the wrestling mat, or, of course, on the ice for both teams as well. Let's take a look at Section 8 9-man football. Some scores. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Kitson County Central leading Lake of the Woods 41-0. That's a 1 versus an 8. In the 5 versus 4, Stephen Argyle, the 5, leading Winnie Mac 8-0. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. No scores from the other two games quite yet. In 8A, it's Polk County West leading Bagley 28-0. And number 3, Red Lake County, the Rebels, number 2, I think. Red Lake County is leading Red Lake 49-8, and Adabor up West leading Foston 36-0. And then going to Section 6 9-man, Fertile Beltrami received a bye, and I guess those games didn't start. The rest didn't start till 7 tonight. And in Class 3A and Section 8, no surprises there as well. DGF got a bye, the number 1 seed. The number 4 Thief River Falls leads Burgess Falls 20-7 at halftime. Number 3 East Grand Forks leads Roseau 28-0. 2 minutes left in the first half. And Perham leading Park Rapids 27-0. So no surprise. Really, in any of the games. Maybe just a mild surprise that number 5, Stephen Argyle, is up on Winnimac 8-0, but you got a 4 and a 5, and you got Stephen Argyle. They know how to win at playoff time. So those are our football scores so far here this evening.
And I think you said it, Chris. I mean, you see maybe a surprise here or there in the opening round, but I think on Saturday when you get into the semifinals, that's when you maybe start to see an upset or two a little bit more common.
Yeah, now with this tiebreaker, I think it's going to take where no matter how far ahead the team is in front of you, if you beat them, you automatically win the tiebreaker. So I think that I do like the change for one reason in football. If you beat the team, you should be ahead of them.
Yeah.
If you're within, neck and neck. So basketball, I'm not. That could just create a whole hornet's nest of problems. But it is what it is, and there should always be more on head-to-head and sections. So I don't mind it, and I like it this year because Crookston benefited. Next year I'll probably hate it because they got ripped off. I don't know.
Yeah, that is for sure. You just never know. Before we have the kickoff, I have the tennis scores up as well from Class A today. We passed these along to you earlier. Rochester Lords, they got a win over Pine City 4-3. Providence Academy had no issue handling Laverne 7-0. Breck beat St. James 4-3. And then Staples Motley, they fall to Litchfield 5-2. So the representative from Section 8A is officially knocked out. They're in the consolation. We don't have a score for that one yet. They're taking on St. James right now as we speak. So those are the tennis scores in the Class A state tennis tournament. Of course, Hallie Windjam, Emma Gunderson going to head down there later this week, compete in the doubles tournament there on the individual side of things. So we wish them the best of luck. And they'll make us proud either way, but maybe they'll make a run at that thing, and who knows? You never know what can happen. So we'll see what happens there with them. So that's what we have for you on our draft scoreboard update.
I should say, too, in tennis, there was not a good draw because there's 7 great teams. All were ranked in the top 10. Crookston saw most of them. The only team that year after year is from that southwest Minnesota portion where, like I said, Laverne, I think they've been to state 12 times in a row now, or it's something ridiculous like that. They have not won one match.
Oh, that's tough.
So that's about the only opponent going in that you're saying, okay, we're going to the semis. But Staples Motley 5-2 to Litchfield. There's no shame in that. I think Litchfield is ranked number 3 or 4.
They're always traditionally really good, I know, at tennis. So
yeah, you're not too far from, grew up too far from there, and they were in their heyday with the Carlsons, pretty good in football. Crookston had to play them once. They had a 6'8" lineman, and then Carlson was one of their smallest guys on the line. He was 6'6", 250.
Kicking off.
Yeah, I don't even want to picture that going up against that if he's one of the small ones. As Warroad will kick away here and send one down the field. It bounces at the 22 near the sideline. Ooh, that is going to just hit the sideline. I tell you what, Ethan Bowman was real risky with that as Warroad was closing in, but it does just go out of bounds, so that'll give him the ball at the 35-yard line to start this second half.
And again, we saw a play earlier. I can't remember which team it was, but their player had it perfectly, had it stepped out of bounds, and then leaned forward and grabbed the ball. And that was a penalty because he was out of bounds.
Yep, that's just knowing the rules.
Yeah, a rare, I guarantee 99% of high school kids have no idea. But if I remember right, that happened in a pro game, so that's why they knew it.
Yeah, no, it has happened before.
But it was just that it was that Sunday before the Friday game, if I remember right.
I hate to say it, I think it was the Packers too that did it. So I mean, good for them, I guess. But
well, at least one thing went right this season for them.
No kidding. But watch,
Ooh,
they'll probably go in and beat Buffalo now somehow miraculously on Sunday night. Who knows?
Yeah.
So 8 minutes now. Keep that in mind as we start this third quarter. Stop time of 8 minutes, and then the fourth quarter will be 12 minutes running time. Dota's still in there at QB. He'll roll out to pass. He's going deep down the middle, and that is underthrown and intercepted. No, now dropped at the last second. Boy, he had it, almost took 2 full steps, and then it was Ryan Abel able to pull the ball away from the corner there. That was Thompson who almost had the interception.
Yeah, Thompson, he's upset with himself right now because he had it in both hands, but then Abel just grabbed and really wrenched down on that arm and was able to pop the ball loose. So great play by Abel to pop that away.
I like the aggressiveness, but with the play action, the receivers just got down the field too far, and Dota just didn't have enough arm strength on it. So you just got to work on the timing a little bit with that. 2 receivers again. Might be an opportunity for Dota to throw a little bit more here in the second half before they take him out. Here's Bull. He had a great first half as usual. That time, though, the Warriors contained him. He's brought down for a gain of 1, and a flag came in at the end of the play, away from where the run was.
I think Coet might have twisted the ankle on that block. It is going to be against Warroad, though.
It is, and you mentioned Coet. It looks like he's still in the huddle. He is reaching down at that ankle right now as we speak.
Yeah, he's walking a little gingerly, but it's going to take more than a twisted ankle to take Carter Coet out of anything.
Well, like you said, though, you want to keep him healthy so that if it's too bad, the coaches might want to step in and say, we need you in a couple of days here, so don't do anything too crazy. So it's a 1-yard run for Bull, and then with the personal foul at the end of the play against Warroad, it's a 15-yard flag on the play. And
I didn't see anything there, did you?
He called a face mask, and it was away from the play, though.
Could have been, a defensive lineman might have put the hand into the face mask of a
that's
offensive lineman or quarterback. Who knows?
They're starting to rack up 5 penalties for 60 yards now. And the ball in Warroad territory, 7:26 to go in the third. Dota rolls out. He's throwing all the way. He'll dump one off to Geese. It's caught at the line of scrimmage. 45-40 down the right side. 35 cuts back inside the left hash mark, down inside the 30 to about the 29. That's a gain of 19, his second reception of the day.
I really like how when Tanner gets the ball, he's just like Ethan Bull. He's looking how to get as many yards as possible. He catches it, looks straight up the field, meanders through a couple defenders, and gets another big gain for the Pirates.
Dota now 3 for 5 through the air for 57 yards in the game.
I would say about 50 of them are after the catch.
Well, and just by Tanner himself. I mean, he's had the 2 nice runs after the catch tonight. 6:50 to go in the third. Shotgun again. They're opening up the playbook here with the big 43-0 lead here in this second half. The snap kind of was a slow one. Here's a screen setup, though. It's caught, and Bull's got plenty of room. He's at the 25. He's at the 20 to the left side. Stiff arms a man to the ground and walks into the end zone. He just refuses to be stopped. A 29-yard reception touchdown.
That's coming back.
But it's coming back. You read my mind there and got it off before I could. Behind the play, there's a hold. And you hate to see that. That'll wipe off the touchdown for Crookston.
Well, poor Ryan Moan, he's 5'8", 130. It's the second time he's tried to come up to tackle Ethan Bull, and Ethan just pushes him down. And, effortless it looked like. And, but that's, and I think Moan, he was smart enough to say, yeah.
That penalty on the Pirates.
You know, that's interesting. It wipes away the catch and the touchdown for Bull, but he was a good receiver a year ago for this team. He didn't have any catches yet this year, so that kind of surprises me. They haven't used him in the pass game very much.
I know Pelican Rapids. I'm sure they're watching. Positive they're watching if they're not here. Or maybe they turned it off by now. But that is one play I'm sure that they're going to be, wink, wink, working on.
Yeah. As it is 1st and 20. Nobody in the backfield. Dota takes the snap, and the ball is out. It's scooped up by Warroad, and they will take over. Another flag comes in, though. It was scooped up there by number 76. That is Landon Thompson, but now we await the flag.
Well, anytime you're a lineman and get to recover the ball and run with it, it's a highlight of your year.
And the officials talking, it's on Crookston, so that will not affect the play. And Warroad gets a turnover, and they'll take over. I was just about to say, they haven't turned the ball over tonight. It's been going well, but there they cough one up.
Well, and give credit to Warroad. They're still playing hard, and it showed just on that play alone. They had 2 defenders collapse and tackle Dota, knock the ball out, and then they recover it. They get a little return, and then 15 yards added on.
Well, and remember the swing there because Crookston had a 29-yard touchdown to Ethan Bull, and then it gets called back with the hold, and the very next play you turn it over. So Warroad gets a nice break there. And with 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter, trailing 43-0, Rose comes up under center. Boucher is in the backfield. He had 10 carries in the opening half, rather 11. They go back to him here. Hard run. He's upended inside the 45 at about the 42-yard line, and it's a gain of 4. He's got 25 yards on the ground now on 12 carries. They have ran for 66 yards in the football game.
Well, for Warroad, just cheering for them to get some a good. Well, you'd like to see them score. I mean, they've been playing hard. They've been playing clean, and obviously not the way they wanted the first half to go. But so far, come up with that defensive stop after a penalty, and now you just keep moving it down the field.
So now can they get a first down here on second down? They'll throw straight past to Cords. He's got a nice little juke, some space, and inside the 40, a nice tackle by Tegan Lubinsky in open space to prevent a big gain. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd and short.
So a nice little pass play there for the Warriors. The Pirates had it defensed pretty well, and as you said, Lubinsky was Johnny on the spot, got over there, whipped him around, and threw him down for the tackle. And
yeah, Cords, 3 catches, 5 yards. A lot of just quick straight passes to him. The Pirates have been all over it and doing a nice job coming up from the secondary position tonight and making tackles. They'll need a couple yards on 3rd and 3 to get a first down. They had 3 in the opening half, 4:40 to go in the third. It's 43-0 Crookston. Under center is Rose, takes the snap. They'll hand it off to Boucher to the left. He's got nowhere to go. The Pirates string it out and finish it off, a loss of 2. And this should be 4-down territory. It'll be 4th and 5.
Again, Warroad, nothing to lose. Go for it here and see if you can get that first down. And if anything else, just keep the ball out of Crookston's hand.
Boucher, a guy that really hurt the Pirates a year ago. A long touchdown, had 2 touchdowns in the game and 140 rush yards, just has not had any space to operate today. Crookston has done a much better job in general against this offense this year.
If I remember last year, that was sort of the same type of game except flipped.
Yeah.
Warroad just dominated.
Yeah, they won that one 41 or 42 to 18. It was close for a little bit in the first half, but otherwise they ran away with it. 4th and 5, shotgun. They will go for it. They got to get to the 36 of the Pirates to convert. Dropping back to pass. The blitz is on. A flag is down. It's caught by Boucher. He's got some work to do. And another flag as he's tackled at the 35. Now, you could call this. This will be interesting. They're going to call. Yeah, it could be offsetting. I think they're going to get Bowman for a face mask, but you honestly could call it on Boucher as well because they both kind of had each other's face masks.
Bowman is getting a personal foul 15er. He held on not for 1, not for 2. About 10 seconds.
And they're going to have a hold on Warroad as well, so the play offsets with the flags, and it will be a 4th down and 5 once again. So they'll replay the down. And he was at the 35. He did have, I think, just enough to convert, too. So if they wouldn't have had that hold with the flag added on, Warroad could be down to the 20 right now. But instead, they'll have to do it all over again on 4th and 5.
Yeah, he went out of bounds at the 30, so that would have been, for sure, first down and in probably either at the red zone or inside.
The ball at the 41. Again, they got to get to the 36 to convert. It's over on the left hash now for some reason. Warroad huddled up on the right side. They turn around and the ball's way over there, so they jog over to the left side. You wonder if that affects the play at all, too, because, you know, they were going to maybe use, they're going to take a timeout. I bet they're thinking we're going to run a play to the wide side of the field, and it got all messed up. I don't know how that happened. But anyways, we'll take a 30-second break. 3:22 to go in the third. It's 43-0 Crookston in front. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX. And Chris was just asking me a question there about the second matches for tennis today on our draft scoreboard update. We do have one. Pine City beat Laverne 7-0 in the one consolation match. We don't have the final score yet for St. James and Staples Motley. So if we get that, we'll pass that along to you. So we can pass that along right now. And again, we'll have all the final scores on our website, KROXAM.com. Coming out of the timeout, 4th and 5, ball on the left hash, Warroad Need to convert this to extend the drive. Trick play. They throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Boucher has it. He's looking to throw. He launched it deep down the right side. A cannon of a throw just over the outstretched arms of Murray Marvin Cords. Boy, I tell you what, Boucher, that was a cannon all the way across to the other side of the field. And Cords, as quick as he is, just couldn't run underneath it. They'll turn it over on downs, and Crookston will take over.
Well, they had the defensive backs beat, and the defensive backs were caught with their feet flat. And that would have been thrown just a yard shorter. That would have been a touchdown for Warroad.
So they ran a trick play earlier today. They pull out another one here, but it doesn't quite go the way they wanted it to. Crookston takes over, 3:15 to go in the third. And with a 43-0 lead, we'll see if they keep that first-team offense out there. They are going to take, well, just as I was going to say that, Ethan Bull's going to come off the field, but they got to take a timeout. So Crookston takes a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 2 timeouts remaining for each team now in this second half. And the Pirates will come on over, huddle up, and talk things over. So it's really, if you want the game summary, Crookston scored early and often, all 43 of their points coming in the opening half. They had a 27-point second quarter with a scoop and score. Ethan Bowles ran for 3 touchdowns. They have doubled up Warroad on offensive production today while running less plays. It's really been an all Pirates performance here today. And I can't help but think a little bit of this has to do with what happened last year, and some of these Pirates players took that loss personally, and they want to leave a message here to Warroad and get a little bit of revenge tonight.
And I'll be honest, I think the main reason why we're seeing the Pirates come out like this is because the side of the bracket they're in. They get to, with a win here, they know they play Pelican Rapids, not Barnesville, and that gives the Pirates, or I'm sure Warroad, they gave them a little extra incentive.
Here's a handoff. Ooh, and slipping was, I believe, is that Maruska down there?
Yep.
Okay, so he gets the carry, his first of the night, and he slipped on the turf, so that is a loss of 2 on the play.
I think he might have been tripped up by a heel of one of the offensive linemen that got pushed back.
So either way, go backwards. That hasn't been something we've been able to say a whole lot tonight for Crookston. So Ethan Bowles' night is over. You'd wonder when some of the other starters will maybe start to come out as well and rest up for their matchup against Pelican Rapids on Saturday. It looks like Tegan Lubinsky is under center, so Jack Doda's night is over as well. I don't think we'll see Tanner Geese either anymore. And George Whitman's in motion now to the right. They'll sweep it to him on a jet sweep. He cuts back inside and drags guys forward. George Whitman showing a lot of fight out across the 45 to about the 46.5-yard line. A gain of 7 for Whitman.
I'm going to have a talk with Mr. Labarski. He's running all the plays the opposite way. I can't get any good pictures.
I noticed that, actually. Every time you move, it goes to the other side of the field, and, yeah, it just has not worked for you today.
Well, if I don't have if I don't have some good pictures, then I could care less if the Pirates win.
There, fair enough. Fair enough.
We got good video.
3rd and 5, under 2 minutes to go in the third. Remember, the fourth quarter will be running time. As the Pirates up 43-0, Lubinsky hands it off. Maruska cuts back inside. He gets to midfield and tries to get the first down, but I think he was stood up just short, and it'll be 4th down and 1 at midfield. Warriors did a nice job there of holding him up just short.
Well, Maruska, only a freshman, and I know I've said this earlier in the year, but he's a heck of a running back, hard-nosed. As you can see there, made some nice cuts, eluded a couple tackles, and he's definitely going to be one that we're going to be keeping an eye on along with, well, there's some others that are very capable as well.
Yeah, and you love to get him some experience in a section tournament like this, an opportunity. And now on 4th and 1, they will go for it. Their first 4th down try of the football game. Lubinsky under center. They will run it straight up the middle. It's a 1st down and more across the 45 to the 44. A gain of 6 on the run.
And Tanner Geese.
And I was getting worried he was staying down, but now he's up and he's fine. And so a gain of 6. I didn't think we'd see him again, but he gets his 4th carry. He's over 30 yards at 31 to be exact. And that is the 13th first down of the game for Crookston. They are into Warroad territory at the 44. Clock goes under 40 seconds, so if the Pirates wanted to, if they run the football here, this could be the last play of the third quarter.
Going to have to get the trusty program out as we're getting some new guys in. We'll pass along who is coming in.
Yeah, on the offensive line, too, they've made some changes up front as Lubinsky hands off. Maruska again running that way. And he gets maybe 2 on the right side that time. And so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8, and we'll see if that will be the final play.
I'm guessing so.
75, I know Jesus Sanchez Jr. is out there. He's one of the new offensive linemen.
Good. Vincent Herberg, a 5'7", 200-pound junior. And again, I don't know if these guys have been playing for a while or not, and that's going to be the end of the quarter.
So we'll sort it out. Dalton Dulude's still out there, it looks like. We'll figure it out. We got 12 minutes to go. We'll take a break. 4th quarter coming up next. 43-0. Crookston in front in this Section 8AA opening round matchup. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
After the second period of play, they need a win. Oh, they need a win bad to try and jumpstart some success here in the early part of the season.
Heck, we'll take a tie at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Just give us something. Give us a point in the standings. So, yeah, I think they're 1-3-1 on the year. So now the Pirates going left to right, 12 minutes to go, and the clock here will be running time in the 4th quarter of play.
Looks like Braden Peterson is going to be the center now. He was taking some warm-up snaps with Lubinsky.
So another new one out there, and we'll try and continue to get you all the ones that are out there as they come in. So 2nd down and 9, and some movement up front. Who moved first? It looked like Warroad just came straight across. We'll see.
Everybody's pointing at each other.
That's the best. And it's offside on Warroad, so that'll be a free 5 yards for Crookston.
Leighton Fuentes having a conversation with another Warroad player. They're having fun at this point.
Some people maybe a little bit more than others.
That's, well, at this point, if you're Warroad, you just, it is what it is, and just keep playing hard.
You got 12 minutes of football for the rest of the season. Make the best of it. Toss play to Maruska as he gets to the 40, and he'll get run down there at about the 37. So he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, and now a late flag comes in again.
Well, the Warroad hockey player saying, well, we'll get you back this winter.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the basketball players probably saying the same thing. They've had Crookston's number here, but Coach Unsheath has done a fantastic job of that program. Warroad has probably been one of the top 4 or 5 programs in Section 8AA, which is saying something. They have been very good, and they always seem to be playing best at the playoffs, but they've had some great players over the past, I would say, 5-10 years.
There's also a personal foul on that play, so they're going to back Crookston up 15 yards. And
I didn't see anything. It wasn't obvious, but it must have been in the pile.
Yeah. And as we go to 11 minutes to go in the game, Crookston, they are going to want to improve that. 5 penalties for 70 yards. They've all been 15 yards, except for the one hold that was just a 10-yard, but that is just a lot of yards to be giving up.
Evan Trudeau checks in as a receiver.
So Trudeau is, speaking of him, out to the right on this play. There's also a new one out to the left, it looks like. Or maybe that is Trudeau on the left and a different guy down here on the right. They hand this one off to the left, and I'll tell you what, Maruska getting a lot of work. He gets a nice run of about, I don't know, we'll give him 7 yards on the play, and that sets up a 3rd down and about 11.
Well, with Geese and Bull seniors, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Connor running the ball a little bit, quite a bit next year as a sophomore.
Might have to, exactly. You're going to have somebody take all those carries away. I mean, when you look at the numbers, Bull himself has accounted for over 50% of the runs this year, but when you take Tanner and Ethan, they have about 75% of the team's carries here this year.
Gavin Luchny might be another freshman you see as a sophomore next year in the backfield.
Here is a pass for Lubinsky. He rolls to the right. He's under pressure, throws, and that's off the hands of, I believe, Tate Hamry, incomplete. And that will set up a 4th down, and the Pirates will probably punt this one away.
Well, it's tough to be too hard on Tate there. He's another freshman the Pirates have. They've got a lot of, they don't have a lot of freshmen, but the ones they have are outstanding talents. And he was looking up the field before he caught it, and we've all been there. That's especially in your first. Well, no, he had a reception last week.
I was going to
yeah.
say he's got one catch on the year. It came last week, but section tournament, a big moment. It's a little bit different still, and I think
only a freshman. Yep.
He'd like to have that one back, but he'll have plenty more opportunities in the years to come. Erickson with a chance to punt. Always good to get some work in here. He boots this one away. Fair catch is made inside the 20 at about the 19. Nice and high. The Pirates kick team got down there, surrounded the returner. It's a punt of about 26 yards, and they're backed up inside their own 20-yard line.
George Widman, the fifth, was literally standing there for 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, that had beautiful hang time.
And inside the 20, that's a stat they like to use for punters, and rightfully so. And it's at the 19, so nice job by Jake again.
It's not one of his farther punts this year, but like you said, he was well aware of the fact that if he did kick it as far as he could, he'd go into the end zone, and you don't want that. So nice job by Erickson there, and the ball will be placed at the 19. 8:30 to go. Warroad with another offensive opportunity. Depending on how long they take here, this could be their last offensive drive of the season. Rose comes under center. The sophomore through the air is 5 for 9 today for 13 yards. They will hand this one off to Boucher. Pirates with some different guys out there defensively as well, and Boucher has a first down run of 10 yards. The fourth first down of the game for Warroad.
All right, so who do we have?
I was going to say, let's figure out who made the tackle if we can and whatnot. But, yeah, lots of numbers, so I'll let you, if you can maybe see the numbers better, I guess, from down there. It's kind of hard to tell for sure. Trudeau's out there. Abel's out there. Erickson's out there. I don't know anybody on the line.
Looks like we got some of the regulars. Clay Hansen's out there still.
Here's the snap as they will hand this one off again up the middle. And, Mouche running hard. Being a senior, knowing this is his last game, he's going to play and get every ounce he can out of himself here tonight. His 15th carry, he's got 42 yards on the ground now.
Casey Weiland, another freshman for Crookston, is out there. You have the center, Braden Peterson. He's now on the defensive line. We also have Dalton Dulude. We've called his name already.
Did you mention Tate Hamry yet? I think I saw him out there. Could be wrong, but
8 to 16.
I think he's got the white sleeves over on the left side there.
Oh, yep, you are correct.
Of the line, so another one out there. Lubinsky's still out there, so I mean he's out there typically. So
Evan Trudeau.
So second down and one under 7 minutes to go here. Shotgun for Rose, sends a man in motion. That is Cords. They'll do a little pitch pass to him. This is a pass. He makes the catch and runs across for the first down out to about the 45. Give him 7 yards. A lot of contact after the play. No flags come in, though. So that'll be a completion to Cords' fourth reception of the game and a first down for Warroad.
I am going to pass this along. I received this from somebody that kind of knows what he's talking about. Kind of. I don't want to give him too much credit, but he says that Murray, who just ran the ball, is probably one of their most underrated hockey players. So really good and has outstanding hands as well.
As that's a low snap. Rose gathers it, gives it to Boucher. Big hole across midfield. Goes to the right at the 45, 40. Down the sideline, tripped up inside the 35. And stop there. His longest run of the night, about 20 yards, and another first down. So Warroad's offense by far having their best drive of the night now that Crookston's got some newer guys out there.
As somebody that didn't play hockey, it was basketball in the winter, but always got along with Warroad. We always had a friendly rivalry, and we knew a lot of the guys in basketball, and still actually know some of the guys to this day. And then, of course, baseball, they're always good. Crookston was good, had some good battles back in the day. Track is track. There's really no rivalry there. You just run, and you're just mad at the coach for making you run.
That is the best way to put it. Track is track. I mean, there's really no other way. Another low snap. Rose gets in, just runs up the middle, though, and makes a nice little play out of it. The Pirates drive him down at the 30 for a gain of 5. Already approaching 5 minutes to go with that running time here in the fourth quarter. Still 43-0. If you are Warroad here, you're just looking to put some points up on the board now. You've worked it into Crookston territory for the first time all night. Can you find a way to take something away from this last game of the year?
2nd and 5 for the Warriors.
Well, and had a question, yes, no matter what, Crookston is going to Pelican Rapids. They had a bye, they're number 2, so no matter what, Crookston's going.
It doesn't work like the NFL playoffs,
No.
for instance, where like the top seed gets the lowest remaining seed. Like
Yeah.
the bracket is set in stone.
And Crookston wouldn't be the lowest seed anyway.
Exactly. So they'll play Pelican Rapids. Boucher, a run to the left, leaps a man and dives over, lost the ball. I think he
down.
was down, and that is what the official's going to say. Ball's at the 17, a 13-yard run as he shows his athleticism. And it'll be 1st and 10 in the red zone for Warroad.
Yeah, right as he finished off his leap, he goes into the air and got his legs taken out from underneath him. And as he hit the ground, even if he wasn't down from a contact, the officials would make I would hope, would make the call that he's down and give Warroad a chance here.
We do have a final score. Kitson County Central beats Lake of the Woods 49-0. So I'm going to at least pass that one along, and we're getting to that point, almost 8 o'clock. The final scores will start to roll in. We're at about that time of the night, so we'll cover that in our post-game show. And then, of course, all the scores will be up on our website as well, as it is a big football night. A lot of opening round section games being played. So 1st and 10 in the red zone. Rose takes the snap. They're going to throw a fade to the right. He's got a man out there, and it is incomplete. He almost had it, but Tegan Lubinsky ripped it away, and that preserves the shutout for the moment for Crookston.
Well, that's the Pirate sidelines really wanting that shutout. Forget the 13 points. They want the shutout right now with 3:18 remaining. And again, that was all. I think it was in the hands of the Warroad receiver.
Yeah.
But Lubinsky poked it out.
Looked like Thompson had it, and then Lubinsky just never gave up on the play, and coming from the safety spot, did a nice job of helping his corner out. And like we said, preserve the shutout. 3 minutes to go now. Clock continues to roll. 43-0 Crookston as they'll advance to take on Pelican Rapids Saturday. Just a matter of the final score. Here's a run to Boucher. This time the Pirates read it, but he shoves a man to the ground and then gets tripped up. There by Abel at the 16, a gain of 1 for Boucher.
So he broke the first tackle, a nice spin and a stiff arm, and then Abel was able to make sure he didn't get any farther at the 16. So 2:33 left with the clock counting down. Crookston leading 43-0, and they will advance to the section semifinals, where they will be playing at Pelican Rapids. And as far as we know, all 8AA games, the semifinals are played at 2 p.m.
Yeah, and if something changes, of course, we'll let you know.
The host team has the ultimate say, but I would assume, especially as we get into the colder weather, you would want to play an afternoon game.
And it'll be interesting to watch them play Pelican Rapids. That's a team we didn't obviously get to see play. I don't know how many section teams they played this year. We'll have to pull up the QRF and take a look at that here later on. But they're a team, I'll be honest, I'm intrigued to watch them play because they have a good record, a pretty good resume, but you just don't know a whole lot about them.
Well, and the basketball team on the boys' side, they know what kind of talent. They always have tremendous athletes, and they have a Gooler kid who's seems like there's been about 10, 15 Goolers come through over the years that are tremendous athletes. I think he's the quarterback or running back, and so it'll be a very formidable opponent, but it's not Barnesville.
There you go. That's the thing. Try to avoid them as long as you can, and then if you get that chance against them in a section championship, you pull out all the stops. Everything is on the table in the playbook, and you see what you can do.
Just like Warroad and girls hockey. Get on the opposite side of the bracket and see what happens.
So now on the 3rd and 9, Warroad used a timeout. They have 1 remaining. They'll hand it off to Boucher to the right side. Has a nice hole, cuts back into the middle, and eventually tackle at the ankles inside the 10 at the 9. He is short, and a 4th down and short. I'm sure they'll go for this. And if Crookston wants to preserve the shutout, they'll have a chance here on this 4th down play.
Well, I just received word that the Gooler kid tore his ACL.
Oh, that's not good.
So take that away. 4th quarter, up by a bunch.
4th down and 3. They'll hand it off up the middle. He's got the 1st down, it looks like, inside the 5, down to the 4. And Boucher keeps the drive alive on his 20th carry of the night. So the ball down inside the 5. They're going hurry up now with 1:40 to go. Here comes the snap to Rose. He takes it, and Boucher again straight up the gut. The Pirates get him initially, and touchdown. He's in. He got it over the line for the score. A 4-yard touchdown run for Boucher, and that makes it 43-6, 120 and counting. But they're not going away empty-handed. They do get that touchdown and have something to hang their hat on here this evening.
Well, Pelican Rapids, they beat Underwood 52-12, beat Frazee 42-20, lost to Barnesville 43-0, beat Parker's Prairie 6-0, beat Ottertail Central 40-6, beat Park Rapids 30-13, beat Roseau 50-6, and then beat Breckenridge 54-25.
Attempting a 2-point conversion.
So, I mean, take what you will from that on the box scores and
all
everything.
that means not much.
Well, that's it's just hard to say. 2-point try, and Rose will run it in and score. So that makes it 43-8. And Rose gets credit for the 2-point run.
With 52 seconds
So
in the fourth quarter.
43-8. Crookston in front. They'll run one more offensive play after the kickoff, I'm sure, and that'll wrap things up. We will talk with head coach Nate Lebarski in our post-game show. We'll get you the final stats. We'll have a draft scoreboard update and get you ready here to enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Feels weird to say that. It's usually Friday night lights, but section time, we're happy to be playing on a Tuesday and happy to see Crookston's going to be coming away with a win here tonight.
And the temperature on Saturday sounds like to be in the mid-50s maybe.
It'd be nicer than it was tonight.
Yep.
The sun should be shining. If it's an afternoon game at 2 o'clock, that's going to be a fun one. Beautiful day. So 52 seconds on the clock. Warroad is, well, they'll probably maybe try an onside kick or something here, I guess. I don't know. Try and get the ball back.
End of the third quarter, Frazee leading Hawley 20-16.
Did we ever figure out where they're playing that game?
No idea.
That's just something I'm curious about because they played all their games on the road this year, Frazee did. They're the higher seed in this matchup, but because they don't have a field to play on, I'd be curious where they're playing that one. But they do have the lead, you said, huh?
Yeah, it's, again, 20-16, end of the third quarter.
Oh, nice barn burner there. See who will take on Barnesville in the semifinals. Here is the kick. It is booted down to the right side. The Pirates going to let it bounce out of bounds. They'll take over at the 35-yard line and start there. Again, just one or two more plays, and that'll wrap things up here this evening.
Section 6AA, since Crookston played almost all those teams. West Central area leads Pillager 22-6. 1 minute left in the third. That's the 4 versus 5. Then Wadena leading Staples Motley 34-0 at halftime. Osakis got a bye, as did Sauk Center.
So ball at the 37 because that's where it went out of bounds. 52 seconds. Warroad getting their guys up on the line. It's the victory formation. And it looks like they put Jack Dota back out there to take the knee. So here is the snap from Dota. He'll go down to a knee. 50 seconds and counting. Well, the Pirates, an impressive win. I mean, they played well in every area you can think of here today. And they are going to walk away with a win here this evening. Dota will have to take one more knee, but then that should wrap it up. And there it is, and there you go. The Pirates get revenge on Warroad after losing to them a year ago. They come in here tonight on their home field. They will advance to the Section 8AA semifinals on Saturday, where they will take on Pelican Rapids, a game that you can hear on KROX. So the two teams after the hard-fought contest. Again, the final score 43-8. And we will recap it all in our post-game show. Talk to Coach Nate Lebarski, go over the stats and more. We will keep it here because we'll get the You Are My Sunshine from Crookston. And then we'll take a break after that and get ready to go over everything in the post-game show. I'm already adding up the stats right now, so we'll get those here in a little bit.
Always tough if you're Warroad. Now you got a 2.5 hour to 3 hour bus ride home to think about it. And but you know, they had 2 wins. Started the year with a win over Roseau. That's always a season highlight every year for the Warrior football teams. Anytime you beat Roseau, it's a good season. Then they beat Foston in the last game of the regular season. And coming in, just Crookston came out so strong, and I don't know if Crookston could have executed a better first half other than that roughing the punter.
Yeah, no, they really couldn't. I mean,
You can probably take a short break if you want here. They're going to have
we'll take
prayer
a
first.
quick break here, and we'll be back shortly. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football. The postgame show is coming up next, 43-8. The Pirates get the win over Warroad. We'll be back after this.
Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoef, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
In Crookston, they get the win 43-8 over Warroad, are advancing to the Section 8 AA semifinals, and they're making their way down to the end zone now. Helmets in the air, happy as can be, and we'll just let the sound take it away.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Those guys are great. They know that I love you, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Hey! Love to see it. Love to see it.
You do love to see it. Nice win
Actually
for
love to hear
Crookston.
it.
And you love to hear it too. Absolutely. Great win for the Pirates. Again, they win at 43-8. Coaches will talk to him, and then Coach Lebarski will start to make his way up here. We'll have all the stats. We'll add some pictures and coaches' comments later on, and we'll have the story and more on our website, so you can check that out there. If you're looking for the other scores around the northwest part of the state this evening, we'll also have that on our website, and we'll do a draft scoreboard update here shortly and give you the final scores from the ones that have gone final, and, of course, pass along anything else that we can. So that's what to expect here in the post-game show. We will take a little bit of a longer break now, and when we come back, we will talk with a couple of Pirate players, maybe. We'll get Coach Lebarski, and we'll go over everything else here on the postgame show. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Cess Vanderhoef, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vanderhoef, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
Exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Back here in Crookston as the Pirates get the win over Warroad this evening, 43-8. Let's take a look at our stats here for the Warriors in the loss. The team stats, they ran 43 plays, 156 total yards. They had 136 on the ground, 20 through the air, 8 first downs, 6 penalties for 65 yards. Individually, with the passing, it was Zach Rose, 6 for 11, 20 yards. Then it was Boucher, Gaba Boucher, with 1 pass attempt on that trick play. He threw it incomplete. On the ground, he had 21 carries, 90 yards, and a score. Zach Rose, 6 carries, 37 yards, 2 fumbles. Murray Marvin Cords, 1 carry for 3 yards. Ben Norris, 2 carries for 6 yards. And then the receivers, it was Murray Marvin Cords, 4 catches for 12. Ben Norris had a catch for 7, and Daniel Hammer had a catch for 1. Ben Norris also had 3 punts for 71 yards in the loss. So again, those were the individual numbers for Warroad this evening. We'll have all that on our website. We'll get Crookston's here in just a minute, and we'll tally that up and pass that along. Again, we'll talk to Coach Labarski, see if maybe we'll get a player or two after the big section win. They're taking pictures down there. Fun night for Crookston here, getting the win against Warroad, the team that eliminated them last year and ended their season. So I'm sure the 4 seniors that were on the team last year, they love to see it as well, smiling a little bit here on this Tuesday night. So congratulations to the Pirates on the victory. Again, 43 points all in the first half, 27 in the second quarter. They ran in 5 touchdowns on the ground. They picked up another one on a scoop and score, and they get the win 43-8. And without the running time in the second half, they maybe could have added on more if they wanted to, but they were trying a few things, getting some different guys out there. So offensively, when you look at the total yards for Crookston in this game, first downs, things like that, it's not like jaw-dropping by any means, but it was a complete game, no question about that. So I think at some point here, Chris, I don't know if you know who you want to interview yet or not, but we'll send it on down to you.
Got some snobby little senior girl down there telling me what to do.
Oh, goodness. You just bark right back at her.
Oh, I did. Don't worry. We have Ethan Bull, first of all. And Ethan, first, well, obviously, a senior, last game on your home field, no matter what happened here tonight. And you guys came out strong and really took advantage of your opportunity.
We did. I mean, it's emotional. I mean, we still have another game to play, but some of us, you know, we've all been playing here for 4 years, and it's kind of, I mean, we'll never put cleats on and come down here again. So,
what was it like just in the first quarter alone? It just seemed like you did everything right, offensively and defensively, and we're really clicking.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, practice this last week I thought was great. We got to build on that this week coming into Saturday, but we had good team chemistry, I thought.
And just being able to run the ball like you were early on, I'm sure that was nice too.
It was. Kudos to the fullback and lineman, though.
What about George?
Yeah, he did okay.
He had one good block.
Yeah, he did all right.
You can guess who we're going to be talking to later here. But Ethan, overall, how does this feel to be your senior year, going to the semifinals, getting ready to take on Pelican Rapids, and to win convincingly 43-8?
Feels great. I mean, it's a great way to go out. So, yeah, looking forward to Saturday.
All right, we'll see you there. Congratulations. Now we'll talk with the quarterback, Jack Doda, and also defensive back. Well, Jack, tell us about offensively. You didn't have to pass a whole lot, but when you did, it seemed to be pretty effective.
Yeah, my guys got open for me, pretty easy passes. I missed them a couple times, but they were always there for me.
It seems like you and Tanner were on the same page.
Yeah, you always seem to be open in the flat, so that's what I was looking for.
Was that something you knew that you were going to be able to do here in this game tonight, or did it just happen as the game went along?
I kind of look in that flats for my first read, and Tanner was just always wide open, so take the first read.
Yeah, nice when that first one's ready, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice when the line. You seem to have a little extra time here compared to some of the other games.
Oh yeah, the line was amazing today. I give them credit for all of our touchdowns. So
you've taken some lumps over the years in some of the games, but how big is this to get a first-round playoff victory, and not only to do that, but to do it convincingly?
Yeah, this was my first playoff win as a Pirate, so I'm pretty proud for this win, and it's nice to leave the field knowing we were up.
I know you haven't had much chance to look at, you didn't want to look at who you're going to be playing, but obviously you knew if you won, you're going to play Pelican Rapids, somebody you haven't seen. And but I'm sure not having to play Barnesville in the semifinals is always a plus.
Yeah, it was kind of our goal to get that number 3 seed, if not 2 seed, so we could meet Barnesville again in the championship.
Well, there we go. Jack, congratulations and best of luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Now we'll talk with George Widman the fifth. And George, you're out there. No matter what Ethan said, I know we saw you. You had one at least very good block and to free him up for some extra yards. But overall, as a receiver, not a lot of passing is done. But maybe tell us about what your job is when you're not passing.
I mean, yeah, we don't pass the ball a lot. It's kind of our game. We have Ethan, and he's the best running back around here. He's the best, man, and it makes my job easy.
And when you get a big block like you had to free him up for about 15, 20 yards, that has to be pretty rewarding.
Oh, yeah, it is. He always makes my job easy, and luckily I got a nice block. So.
What were you guys thinking there in that first quarter? It just seemed like everything was going your way, and you were playing outstanding football.
We really emphasized on bringing the energy because when that loss to Pillager, we didn't feel like we had energy, and we emphasized on that, and then just kept on rolling.
Did you learn a lot from that second half at Pillager? Was that a wake-up call maybe, or just more focus for you guys?
I feel like it was. I feel like we went in there just thinking they'd roll over for us, and they didn't. And we realized that we have to get up on teams, and we have to keep it rolling. And
how does this feel?
It feels awesome. I mean, that's the same as Jack's, my first playoff win as a Pirate, so it always feels good.
Well, congratulations, George. Best of luck Saturday. We'll see you there.
All right, thank you.
That's George Widman the fifth, and we thank the 3 Pirates. We went with 3 seniors there, and we thank them for talking with us, and hopefully we'll get to talk with several more players on Saturday. And now we'll send it up to the booth.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to disconnect you, Chris. We got Coach Lebarski coming on, so let's get him hooked up here and ready to roll as we'll get his comments on the big win this evening. Always fun to hear from the players as well, though, and it really was an all-around complete performance. And, Coach, as we welcome you into the post-game show now here, give us your initial thoughts. All around, I would say it's very easy to argue that this was your most complete game of the season.
Oh, no doubt. It was the most complete game of the season, and the way we came out to start the football game, you could kind of tell that the energy was there that we needed to have going into a playoff game. So I was really excited to see our guys flying around and playing the way they started this game.
Yeah, no, you started well offensively. How important was that to get off to a quick start? You established the run, the offensive line, defensive line. They looked unstoppable tonight.
Yeah. Football's a physical game, and when you can kind of impose your will physically on both sides of the football up front, it's going to make the night pretty good for you. And that's what we were able to do tonight.
We also mentioned in the pregame show, you're like, it's nice when we can get touchdowns defensively, special teams. You got another one tonight, so that's always nice.
Yeah, that's great. We'll take those. It's a big part of the game, especially. We talked earlier in the playoffs, even more crucial. It's a third of the game, and anytime you can score on either defense or special teams is a big boost for your team.
And then just throughout the game in general, the defense, I know you could tell they wanted the shutout there towards the end, but you mentioned a goal that you had not hit this year was keeping your opponent under 13. Not a better time to do it than in the section tournament.
Yeah, we discussed that as well. I mean, you want to be playing your best football, at tournament time, which is right now. And to achieve that goal, obviously we would have liked to do it earlier in the season as well, but it has been eluding us, and for us to get it tonight in the first round of the playoffs is good.
And then the passing game, that opened up a little bit more in this one, and you got so many weapons you can get it to out there, too. I mean, Tanner, another nice catch, run after the catch, so I'm sure you want to just continue to see that progress. It definitely looked like that took a step forward tonight.
Yeah, we're at our best when we get the ball in multiple people's hands. Ethan's Ethan, and he's gonna run well, and Tanner ran well tonight, but to get the ball in some other playmakers' hands that we have is crucial for us as we go forward.
And then just looking ahead, I know we maybe don't want to look ahead too much, but, I mean, you got the win now, so why not? Pelican Rapids, do you know much on them yet at this point? Or I'm sure a lot of attention was focused on this one, and now you'll kind of start preparing for them.
It's a quick turnaround. So, no, we don't know a whole lot about them, but we'll get back after the film tomorrow and start getting prepared for Saturday.
So overall, do you think you saw what you wanted to see, not just in the result, but all facets of the game, whether it was running the ball, throwing defensively? Was this enough for you to feel like you're in a good spot and ready to move forward against a tough Pelican Rapids team?
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I'll never say that we're complacent, though. There's always things to work on. And once again, we need to be able to throw the ball some. We were able to get it out on some short throws tonight, which was good. But we need to be able to protect. Pass pro, it needs to be better. And, certainly defense, there's some tackles that are missed always. So, yeah, we don't get complacent. We strive to get better each day, and that's going to continue as we go through the playoffs.
And maybe one area that if you want to nitpick and maybe say we got to be better at, and we've talked about this, just unnecessary penalties perhaps, and you had one there. You said it at halftime. You said you weren't even going for the block. I guess somebody decided they were, and they run into the kicker there. But there were a few maybe that you'd like to have back. So is that something you continue to try and just pound home with the kids?
Yeah, absolutely. The one on the kick is, somebody going after it aggressively. We did not have a block on there, but when you get through and you see that ball, you want to try to make a play, which I'm not going to fault one of our players to do that, but that we did have another one too that was unsportsmanlike, that was unnecessary. We did have a face mask, but we're trying to tackle somebody that just made an interception. So that one's. There was one tonight that we certainly could have done without.
Sure. And then lastly, this group, it just seems like there's something special going on. It's a close group. You can tell the seniors, the juniors, all these guys get along really well together. They're starting to play at the right time. Do you feel like this team is really capable of something special here this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a close-knit group all year long. I think maybe we lost a little something after the East Grand Forks game when we went to Pillager. Our sideline was fantastic tonight, and we kind of had that fire back that we had early on in the season. Even though we didn't win some of those games early on in the season, we were competitive, and we were excited about our guys flying around and making plays on the field, and everybody was contributing, whether it was on the sideline or when they stepped on the field. So we had that tonight, and we need to keep that going, but it's exciting to see when we have it.
We appreciate the time, Coach. Best of luck on Saturday. We'll talk to you then.
Thanks a lot, Wyatt.
No problem. That's head coach of the Pirates, Nate Lebarski, joining us here in the post-game show. We'll have his comments up on our website, KROXAM.com, so you can go there and check that out. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll go over the Pirate stats, and then we will have a draft scoreboard update, get you ready for Saturday, let you know who's all advancing and whose seasons came to an end. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Football on KROX. They get the win 43-8. The post-game show will continue after this.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis, golf, volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Boston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Boston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Show here on KROX. Let's take a look at the Crookston Pirates stats in this victory over Warroad 43-8 as they advance to the semifinals on Saturday to take on Pelican Rapids. For Crookston, we'll start with the team stats. They had just 30 plays in this game, but they had 13 first downs. They had 57 passing yards, 190 on the ground for 247. They committed 5 penalties for 70 yards. So nothing that's like jaw-dropping, something that's going to just pop out. But again, there was running time in the second half, shortened quarter in the third quarter. Overall, it was a very impressive performance. Individually, through the air, Jack Dota 3 for 5, 57 yards. Tegan Lubinsky was 0 for 1, so the team total 3 for 6 for those 57 yards. They did turn it over once on a fumble, but otherwise, it was a very clean game. Ethan Bowl led the way again, 10 carries, another game over 100 yards rushing. He went for 128 and 3 scores. A lot of guys with 4 carries. Then Tanner Geese had 4 carries for 31 yards. It was Connor Maruska with 4 carries for 11 yards, and then it was Jack Dota 4 carries. He actually had a touchdown, but he had -5 yards with a couple of negative plays, a couple of kneel downs as well. Ethan Bowman, he got his just 3rd carry of the year, but he goes for a touchdown on an 18-yard run, and then George Whitman had a carry for 7 yards as well. So that's what we had on the ground for Crookston. The receivers, it was Tanner Geese, 2 catches for 49 yards, Carter Coette, 1 for 8, and Jake Erickson punted once for 26 yards. So that's the Pirates stats. Again, all that is on our website. The coaches' comments, the story, the box score. We'll add in some pictures and stuff like that a little bit later on as well. So you can check that out on KROXAM.com. So that is a look at everything that took place here today. And I think now might be a good time to take a look at some of the scores from around the state as well. As again, there's a lot more going on, not just only in this section, but in 9-man, Class A, 2A. I mean, everybody is playing on this Tuesday night. And I believe we've got the most up-to-date scores that we possibly can have. So Chris, if you want to just take it away, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. And still no internet with BGMR, but it's been 20 years now.
I was going to say.
Anyway. In Section 8 and 9-man, Kitson County Central, they shut out Lake of the Woods, 1 versus 8, no surprise, 49-0. It was Stephen Argyle. They led Winnimac 8-6. Well, it's now Winnimac leading 26-8. 10 minutes left in the third quarter there. No score on Goodridge Grigla, Badger Greenbush Middle River. No score Warren Alvarado Oslo and the Northern Freeze. They did start at 7, so probably just getting over at halftime. But I guarantee we will have a Goodridge Grigla Gatsky score no matter what when it is done. We have one of our faithful texters up there. So. Let's see, and Section 6 9-man, Fertile Trami, they received a first-round bye, no updates in the rest of the games there. And Section 8A, it was Monomanwaban getting a first-round bye, and number 4, Polk County West beat Bagley 42-0. Number 3, Red Lake County, that's Red Lake Falls and Red Lake County Central Co-op. They beat Red Lake 55-22. Red Lake County led big and played a lot of players. I know exactly how it went without watching the game. Played a lot of players. Fourth quarter, Red Lake scores some points, and that's how it ends. But the Rebels with an expected big win there. And Ada Borup West, the number, they beat Foston 36-14. And they have Ada Borup West listed here as the 2 seed, but Red Lake County beat them during the regular season, right?
No, I think they lost to them in the
did
regular season. I think Ada beat them in the regular season.
I guess. Oh, yeah, that was Wednesday, wasn't it?
That was the last game of the regular season.
I was out of the state.
However you want to justify it.
And then we go to AA. And final, Frazee, the number 4 seed, they beat Hawley 28-22. So Frazee will take on Barnesville on Saturday. And Crookston, of course, as you heard right here on KROX, Crookston beats Warroad 43-8. They will now take on Pelican Rapids as of now at 2 p.m. in Pelican Rapids. In Section 8-3A, Dilworth, Glendon, Felton received a bye. A final, Thief River Falls gets their first playoff win in a while. They beat Fergus Falls 33-14, 4-5 there. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Last update, it was East Grand Forks, the 3 seed, leading the number 6 seed Roseau 34-0. And number 2 seed Perham beat Park Rapids area 34-7. 6 minutes left in the third quarter there. We'll also take a look at 6AA since Crookston played a lot of those teams. It was West Central area. They edge Pillager, the 4-5, 22-14. And end of the first half, Wadena Deer Creek led Staples Motley 34-0. So West Central area will get a rematch with number 1 seed Osakis there. So those are some of the football scores. I guess we can pass along. And there was nobody from the area in Section 8-4A. Detroit Lakes will play Becker in the first round or in the semifinals. They only have 6 teams, so there is only 1 game today. No, 5 teams, excuse me. And then in 8-5A, Sartell St. Stephen beat the number 5 seed Bemidji 20-7, and Moorhead got a bye. So that about gets you caught up to date. And in 6A, it's a state tournament for everybody. Top 32 teams? I think that's how it goes. So, and there's nobody even remotely close to Crookston in 6A. Well, Brainerd is the closest.
Oh, there's 6A, huh? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you have Brainerd, Baxter, and a bunch of lake cabins.
Yeah, no kidding. So there you go. That's what we can run down on the football side of things. We did get a final score in the consolation side of the Class A tennis tournament. St. James beat Staples Motley 5-2. So St. James will play Pine City in the consolation championship, and again, the semifinals will take place tomorrow.
Crookston would have made the championship.
Hey, you just.
No, boy, is that a tough field though.
It is.
The girls' teams were very, very good, and who's in the semifinals?
Semis tomorrow.
Lords, Breck.
It'll be Lords and Providence Academy playing each other, and then Breck and Litchfield on the other
Litchfield.
side. So, yeah.
Only public school.
And we'll have updates on that. So I think they play the championship tomorrow as well, semis and championship, and then the individual play starts Thursday.
Yes.
And, of course, Hallie Windjam, Emma Gunderson will be in that, and we'll be able to update you on that, and we wish them the best of luck down there as well. They'll get a send-off tomorrow at the high school, so that'll be a nice little fun thing there.
Yeah, congratulations to those 2 young ladies. They dominated through the doubles tournament, so we wish them best of luck at state.
The Wild, they were up 2-1 last time I checked, and they are still up 2-1. Is that gone final yet, Bo, or not quite yet? So keep our fingers crossed that they don't let one in late and can maybe get a win in regulation there.
Way to jinx it.
Hey, I said keep your fingers crossed.
There's still 5 minutes left.
So we'll see what happens there. Otherwise, that's about it on our scoreboard update. So, again, that's what we can pass along right now, and we'll have all the final scores on our website. But that pretty much just about wraps it up here on this Tuesday night. Again, the Pirates win 43-8. They led early. They scored early and often. They do it a little bit of every way. They get rushing touchdowns, a defensive score. They were able to get the passing game involved tonight. Everybody played well. A fun win, a fun evening for the Crookston Pirates here tonight. So, again, we'll have their game against Pelican Rapids right here on KROX on Saturday. As of right now, a 2 o'clock start. And, again, that could change. We'll let you know if it does. And I think for sure by tomorrow we should know the times of the different games on Saturday. I would guess they'll get that finalized at some point tomorrow.
I would say they're 90% certain it'll be 2. 8AA likes to play those 2 o'clock games, so we can promise you we'll have the Pirate game, and more than likely at 2 p.m. with a pregame at 1:20 on Saturday. What our evening game will be, we'll tell you tomorrow.
Yeah, I like it. We'll know tomorrow, and hopefully somebody's playing in the evening at 6 or 7 o'clock. I'd have to assume someone will.
Someone somewhere.
So yeah, we'll be able to hopefully carry 2 games on Saturday for you. It'll be a fun semifinal Saturday, and then of course the championships at the Fargo Dome next week. We'll hopefully have a couple to broadcast there as well. So. Fun time of the year, and it got off to a great start tonight with Crookston getting the win 43-8. So that pretty much wraps things up here. Thanks to our sponsors and everybody that watched and listened. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, we can't do it without the sponsors, so big shout out to them for all their support of Crookston, the other local area teams. I mean, they really go above and beyond to allow us to do this and support high school athletics.
We should mention, too, that we are going to be looking into streaming the game from Pelican Rapids as well. We can't tell you yes or no yet. We got to make some contacts, but everybody has internet now in their press box for streaming, so hopefully we'll be able to plug in and be able to stream as well. So stay tuned for that.
Just another way to potentially take in the game on Saturday. And if they go to the championship at the Fargo Dome, we would stream that one as well, I would assume.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
we know they have internet there, and it works very well.
So there you go. So a couple more streams hopefully on the way for Crookston Pirate Football this year. Time will tell on Saturday. That'll be a good one against Pelican Rapids. Looking forward to it. That does it, I think, here from Crookston on this Tuesday night. For Chris Fee, Bo Melby, Tom Lezon, this is Wyatt Morrell signing off. Thanks to everyone that listened. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Don't forget to go to KROXAM.com for all the scores, pictures, stats, stories, and more, all on KROXAM.com. This has been Crookston Pirate Football in the Section 8AA tournament on KROX.